You don't use a mic now? In your world, you don't use a mic?
I'm putting my headphones.
Oh, my bad.
Why so aggressive?
Yeah, why you?
I'm just asking. I'm not. I love you. Don't, come on. Don't be like that.
Don't be like, okay. I won't be like that. I didn't even sit down yet.
Is Mama happy to see you?
Yeah, she's so sweet.
I love that dog.
That
so
dog
nice.
is so good.
Nice dog.
We just went on a walk.
Can I just like take it in?
Take it in, man.
So cool. Elmer's glue. Oh my god. Own merch. Look at this merch. Let's see if I can recognize the artist. That one's so cute. The surf club one. That mask is scary.
Yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Wow. That's kind of gross, that one there.
You know it's not.
It's a little, like, to look at it every day.
To look at it every day, you'll get used to it, and then all of a sudden it'll please you.
I have, like, amazing paintings that are just, I can't look at them every day. This is your home. You live here.
What do you suggest we put up, Dave?
Just stuff that is, like,
Not Bobby porn.
I mean, are you guys get in trouble for putting up Old Boy? Like, you need, like,
We never thought about that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so. It's been there forever.
Wait, here's my thing.
We're promoting the movie.
Whatever. It's your guys' place. You put up whatever you want.
I know, but I was just like, because you're like
You're the artiste.
You're Basquiat here, baby, and it's like Basquiat comes in and says things are artistic in the place. You get paranoid a little bit.
No one has, as a male, no one has a better nude body than you. But it's a little much to see every day, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone in this room, I'm gonna speak for George and Gilbert, have seen you naked. Everyone here has seen you naked, and it's just like we got it. You're like the naked guy, and it's just like, psh,
That's
like,
confronting.
Yeah, but this is from 20 years ago. That photo.
you look.
So I've evolved. I don't do get naked anymore.
Is that true?
Yeah,
He wants to immortalize his youthful body.
Is that true? He doesn't get naked anymore?
Well, you can't, and because the rules have changed.
Yeah, the rules have since changed.
Oh, the rules of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
If the rules were the same,
It's not the era for nudists anymore.
Yeah.
Do
I
we
would
still
still
have
play the
nudists?
old game. You know what I mean, dog? But like the rules have changed, so I can't play the same game. Your foot is. I'm gonna say right for a Korean dude, your feet are muy bueno, por favor.
Well,
I mean, your feet, dude.
Are we recording right now?
Yeah, we have been recording.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
So
But you should probably
I won't say.
start.
I should probably what?
Go ahead. Open.
I will in a second. You're not gonna put your headphones on?
You don't
do I
have
need
to. You don't have to.
I've done this a few times. I kind of know.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
You want me to put them on?
No, you could do. Listen,
Bobby.
Listen, I'm sorry. I feel like it's getting. Listen, here's the deal, and I want to be upfront and honest with you, and then we'll start. Okay? We keep the recording.
I've never been to your home.
Welcome.
I pull up. I haven't been to your house before.
I know.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
Thank you.
And then you invite me onto your podcast, which
Thank you.
I'm grateful for. And then the yelling is starting. Like the tension is getting up. I'm not telling you the art to put up on your wall. I'm just saying. I'm not. You do whatever you want.
I understand that.
I'm here. You're a guest here. You want me to put the mic here? You want me to put on? I'll do whatever you want.
Dude.
Like if you want to jerk off to my feed like that.
I know. Bro, that's why I'm up. Can I just say what I'm gonna say?
Yeah. Go.
And then we can start.
Yes. Okay.
I apologize.
Growth.
Okay. Number one, I apologize about my behavior so far, and I'm gonna tell you the reason why I behaved the way I behaved. Okay. Is that number one? I've probably asked you in the last 6 years to do this podcast about 10 times.
Probably more than that.
It might more than that, exactly. And you would say either a variation of no fucking way, no response, this and that, and I get it. Okay. So by you being, you have to admit, it's like if Gandalf walked in here, like, oh my God, it's the wizard from the movie. I didn't know that was a real thing. It's like, it's very surprising.
You're a Lord of the Rings fan? Do you like Lord of the Rings?
Yeah.
Okay. How did it end?
I'll tell you
How did it end?
I'll tell you how it ended.
Yeah.
Wait, you mean the original 3?
No, I'm talking about the movie.
Yeah, the movie. Yeah. Okay, so it ended
Return
by
of the King, right?
Yeah, bro.
How
Return of
did
the
it?
King-
How did? Return
I'm going to
of-
tell you how it
Okay,
ended, dude.
Tell me how it
All right.
ended.
So they come back from the voyage,
Right.
right? And my favorite scene right before it ends is when they're in Gondor, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then Strider, the king, sings the "Adon Kapo Tai," and then remember that? And then he sees the elf lover, Liv Tyler, right? And then they do well. First she goes. First she has like something over her face, right? And then because she gets shy. You know how elves get shy? She got shy and she's like, "Oh no," right? And then he lowers it down, and he goes in like wild for the kiss. So that happens, and then they go and they see the hobbits, and the hobbits when they see the king of Gondor, they bow to him, and he goes, "Oh no, my friend, you don't have to bow to anyone," right? And then everyone bows, and then when I saw that in the theater, I fucking cried like a fucking baby.
You know who cried?
What?
Me too.
That scene?
So what did you just say right now? You just nailed it right now. That's how Return of the King ended, right?
That's not how it ended.
I come in here. We haven't even started the show yet. You start hitting me with Lord of the Rings stuff, and I said, "You watch Lord of the Rings?" How did Lord of the Rings end? The hobbits bow to the king, and you're trying to make up this thing like I'm the king, right? And what did the king do? What? He bows to the hobbit.
What is happening? What the fuck? What is
You're like, it's like Gandalf coming in, whatever. I bow to you.
All right, and I bow to you
I bow to you.
because you're the king of Gondor.
But you didn't cry when the hobbits bowed to the king. You cried when everyone bowed to the hobbit.
Why am I the Hobbit, dog?
Just look at you, dude.
Okay.
I bow to you.
All right, and I bow to you, king.
I bow to you.
And I bow to you. We both bow. We bow to each other, bro.
No, we all bow to you.
Because I went on a voyage. I don't get it. I'm the one that saved the world. I mean, what the fuck is going on here? You're just saying I'm a hobbit because I'm small and I have stubby legs. That's fucked up, bro.
That's part of it, but it's
Yeah.
it's more than that.
All right, let's start the podcast.
All right.
3, 2.
I'm gonna put my headphones on. the Hobbit King just asked me. I'm gonna do it.
I didn't ask you. Do whatever's comfortable. And also, can I just say this? I didn't even finish my last thing.
Go ahead.
Right? I fucked up by saying if Gandalf walked in here.
What was the last thing?
So I was saying number 1, number 2, and number 3. Oh, that's the one I want to say. Okay, well, let's just start and I'll say it. Fuck it. Go ahead.
TigerBelly 300th episode. Kutoka kumu makaki Kumula kau da pagkamiulbi Muro kaya kapag dito.
Well,
3, 2, 1.
welcome to my podcast with my girlfriend. Our podcast,
Our podcast.
TigerBelly.
episode.
Our 300th episode. What an exciting. Hey.
What do I do?
I don't know.
Those ones don't work. I think you have to turn the.
That was scared me.
I mean,
Oh, yay. That was less
so
climactic.
this is our. Who's cleaning this?
Not high.
We hired Jules.
No, is Jules gonna clean this?
Yeah, we hired her. We paid her.
Oh, really? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
So, welcome to the 300th episode. I'm your Slep King, the captain of the ship. But you know what? There's many captains on the ship. And Gilbert, it was good to do 300 episodes with you, Chach.
Thanks, man.
Amazing job. You, man, you're all right with me. You know, I like your vibe. You're a good white. And I've always said that. When I see other whites, in Hungary, I said it. I know a good white, too. And like, who? I go, George, you know him? Like, no. Right? Congratulations to you. And I've been asking this fool, and I'm going to say this. There would be no TigerBelly
Correct.
without DVD ASA.
Very correct.
Because, first of all, number one, I never knew that she could podcast.
I couldn't.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So by doing your show with Asa, right? I got to see her evolve on your show, and see that, wow, she's got chops. She can add information. She's bright. She's funny. She's got all of it, right? And she's good to look at.
Oh my god.
You know what I mean?
Here we go. Thank you.
Good to look at. And so thank you for that. We wouldn't have this without you. And also,
Does it feel like a century ago, like that we did?
It was.
We were in that padded
well, let's just do
room?
it. So could I just give a round of applause?
Yes.
Oh.
This is what we do with every guest. You're not
The most.
special.
I would say the most special guest we've had in all of.
Yeah, because there would be no. It's like almost saying like there would be no Bible without the Lord.
He's like the Abraham Lincoln.
Yeah. You're the Abe.
I bow to
Abe
you.
Lincoln.
I bow to you, dude.
Don't do it again, please.
Oh no. Oh no.
For audio listeners, they are bowing. Wow.
Here's what I want to say. I want to close. I want to say this. Also, when you
Wait, say it. Say his name.
David Choe, everybody.
Thank you.
So when I saw you park your car, come inside the house, and we talked, and we're walking in, I literally don't recognize you. I know your face, right? Because you're a Korean. You have a big head, right? You got that face, right? But I just didn't know what kind of Korean I was watching, because it's like you're completely different. You've lost weight, first of all. You look nice,
Thank you.
right? And your demeanor is just completely different. Before, it used to be like the Tasmanian devil. You know what I mean? Walking into a room. And now it's like you're just calm. You're very
That's a projection. I'm just gonna go ahead and stop that. Dave has never been a Tasmanian devil. You were that. Dave's always been way calmer than you.
Thank you, Kalila. I appreciate that.
you're right.
You
I was
just
project- I
described
was pro-
yourself to a T.
I was projecting.
Yeah, totally.
And I apologize for that as well. Okay?
Even though it was only 5 minutes ago, do you remember the first word out of your mouth when I got out of the car?
What do you say?
We need to hang out more.
It's true.
Like,
That's what I said?
yeah.
Yeah.
Like almost as a throwaway. And then like as you were undressing me with your eyes,
I wasn't doing that.
you were just like
No,
staring.
I was not.
You were staring at
undressing
me
you.
like
That's fucking absurd that you would say that.
you weren't like staring at me like in a weird way.
Not a sexual way.
I didn't say that.
All
you were
right.
just whatever you were
I was
doing.
I was looking at you, and I was like analyzing.
Head to toe assessment.
And as you were doing that, you
Yeah.
just threw out a quick, we need to hang out more. And
That was a good thing.
yeah. And so can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Why aren't we better friends?
Oh, I want to hear this.
Interesting. What an interesting way to start this thing.
You could say I don't want to answer that question, and we can move on.
No, I'm not. Let me say this, my friend.
Yeah.
I'm a lot of things.
Yeah.
What I'm not is a coward. What I'm not, bro, if there's a
Sometimes.
fire, I'll run through it. Okay? So I'm going to address it full force, as if there's a train coming toward me.
All right.
Right.
It's not.
We are good friends.
Are we?
No.
The train hit you.
The train just hit me. No, okay, let me just say this, okay? Is it my desire in my heart to be better friends with you? Yes. Did we just go through a pandemic? Yes. We didn't see anybody, right, Kalila?
Just let's throw out the pandemic stuff, because even pre-pandemic,
I'm going to go ahead and side with Dave here. I think you're a
Oh,
difficult.
this is insane.
Well, this is something you're
Yeah.
a difficult person to get close to because you are, what do you call it? That avoidant. There's a certain term they use in therapy, but you throw out a lot of yourself to people as a way to keep them at a certain distance.
do you remember meeting me? Do you remember how we met?
100%. Do you remember?
I do, but I would love to hear how you remember it, and then I'll tell you how I remember it.
Okay.
You want me to go first, or you want to go first?
I'll go first.
All right.
If I may.
It's your show, dude.
Okay, thank you. All right, so it was at the 101 Café,
Yes.
Okay. I was sitting there by myself because I lived on Beechwood, so I used to go there all the time. It was late at night. And from my peripheral vision, I see, and I don't take this the wrong way, a Korean warlock. Don't take that the wrong way. It was, you were dressed in some sort of garb. It wasn't like human clothing, like American human
It
clothing.
was like a galabia.
It was like a fiesta, right? But from the future and the past. It was crazy. It was like he was wearing stuff, right? I mean, you weren't, there was a poncho for sure. There were just things going on. You probably weren't wearing any shoes, nail polish. And from my periphery, I go, am I imagining this? And then I kind of looked and I go, no. And also, I know who that is.
Yeah.
Immediately, I knew who that was. I go, oh, fuck, that's David Choe. He can dress it the way he wants to dress, right? Because if you were like a gardener, that'd be weird. But,
That'd be dope, actually.
that would be dope. You're right. So, and then you came up to me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you came up to me, and I think you put your arms around me,
Yeah.
one arm, and you go, hey, man, do you know who I am? I think that's, oh, no, you said, hey, bro, I'm a fan of yours. And then I go, oh, shit, me too, I'm a fan. And then you sat next to me, and that's all I remember.
I was soaking wet.
Yeah, you were wet.
I was soaking wet. I was wearing a suit,
Yeah.
much like this one.
But you weren't wearing other garbs?
My brother had just gotten married 2 hours earlier. And it was one of those parties where everyone threw each other in the pool. So I was with my brother and my friend Harry, and we were all wet. And it was like, my brother just got married. And it was late. Let's go eat again after eating birthday
But you
cake.
weren't wearing any other outfit?
I'm sure I threw a poncho over the wet.
Oh, go. Okay.
I don't.
something going on.
I was
Okay.
wearing something. I'm sure.
Okay.
And so I'm sitting uncomfortable in wet clothes and a poncho, and don't take this the wrong way.
Okay, don't open. Listen,
Don't take this the wrong
here's
way.
what I hate when people do that. Here, just real quick, okay?
A Korean warlock walks in. A Korean look. There's no subtlety. It's like we're sitting there eating. We're at a restaurant.
I'm walking in now in the story.
Like it's
That-
not quiet. Hands up. I'm here.
I did that.
I am here.
I did that.
I go. I know who that is. That's Bobby Lee. He walks in,
Yeah.
sucks up all the air and French fry juice in the room. I'm like, not only do I know who this guy is, everybody knows who this guy is. You're talking to all the waitresses.
It's like
This is a visual that I have. You have a visual of an Asian warlock wearing nail polish and a poncho, which may or may not, I can't confirm that. I have a visual of you with your hands up like this. I'm like, this guy is fearless. I don't know if he knows those people at that table. You are holding court at Café 101. I'm like, this guy does not. And then, of course, different time, different rules. A nutsack is out. So I don't even know if
wait. Stop, wait, real
Different
quick.
time, different rules.
Different time, different rule.
different time, different rules.
Can I say this?
One ball. One ball.
I don't.
All right, I'm gonna keep my voice.
I'll keep down. Sorry.
Not two
I don't-
balls. From
I
where I
never-
was, I could see it was one ball.
I don't open up relationships with my sack out. I don't do a sack attack. Up.
I don't think you knew who these people were at this table. There was a Caesar salad. There was
I walked up to a random table with my sack out. Is that
you
what you're
were
saying?
you were loud.
I was loud.
You were very comfortable. It was like you were at a comedy club. You were joking with people you knew, and as you were being loud, people were like, "Hey, Bobby Lee," and you would just go over there.
Oh, how
you were
annoying.
like, Zzz.
But it's
know
your
it.
neighborhood.
Yeah, it's your hood. You
It
felt.
was. I had been there for decades.
I have a very clear vision. I could paint it right now.
Yeah.
Of you standing at the edge of a table. One of your balls is at the edge of the table, and some people are dying. Salad dressing coming out. They're laughing, and you couldn't be at more home.
Yeah, I
Like,
didn't.
You
The
hey,
ball thing.
Don't defend it. Just it just.
Okay.
And what am I doing where I'm sitting? I'm done. I'm like, I've never met Bobby Lee, and this is what I imagine he would be like. He's here just, and normally when I meet celebrities or I see celebrities out in the wild, I don't approach them. I go, there's that guy, and I don't say anything. And I said, this guy seems approachable.
Ball sack.
I don't go up to someone and put my arm around them
All right.
and I see him and I go, he's talking to everybody.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna I don't know if I'm ever gonna meet Bobby Lee again. I'm gonna try.
Well,
right?
not only did we meet Davey,
Right.
if I can call you that.
You can call me whatever you want.
Okay. Not only did we
You can
meet,
call me whatever you want, Robert. Go ahead.
Oh, wow. Please don't bow again.
we're not gonna.
That took so
But there was a second though. Admit it that we were going to.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I felt
looked at
it.
your eyes.
Yeah.
I felt me going forward, but then you stopped it. Thank
Yeah,
you so
yeah,
much, guys,
yeah.
because I don't want to go that
I
back.
I'm here
sat
for.
there with my brother, and inside I felt this guy is very unsafe. This is an unsafe person. Like he is making, because I don't know what's coming next.
Yeah.
We're just sitting here eating our chicken and waffles, whatever, and he comes in like the Tasmanian devil. He starts eating people's French fries. Nutsacks are out. And I go, I don't know what this guy's gonna do next. One nut is out. I don't know what he's gonna do next. And so of course I'm attracted to that.
I know you are.
So I go closer to you instead of being like, that guy's dangerous, I should go away from that guy. I put my arm around you
Yeah.
like a moth to the flame.
Well, it's like you ever see Mad Max? Not the new one, but the old ones. Mm-hmm. And that one, you know, that big gigantic guy, but then he has that little guy, the Master Blaster,
Right.
right? That it's almost as if I'm that little guy, you're the big guy,
Right.
and we were separated 40 years ago. You know what I mean, or whatever. And it's like,
I like that.
hey, you know what I mean? Let me get on your back.
It was as if we always knew each other, and we could do this thing where it's about race. You're this kind of Korean or that kind of Asian, Filipino, Mexican, whatever.
Yeah.
But in this life,
Yeah, that's it.
yeah, that's it. Right
That's
there.
it's almost.
Wait,
imagine
who
those
am I? I'm the little guy, right?
No, I'm the little guy. You just called me a hobbit earlier. How the fuck are you? You're the big guy.
You're the king. You're the king.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, I knew it.
Oh, no.
So I get up. Let me get on your back.
Yeah. Hey, hang on.
Oh
Oh, yeah, he does have bad knees, but
Okay, you get on my back.
Yeah. I'm fat, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you can't do it. We're at
he's a lot heavier than he looks, Dave. I'd be careful.
we're at 3 bows right now.
So
Very deceiving.
very deceiving. So
So you meet people in life,
Yeah.
whatever race they are, and it's why when I did do a podcast, we didn't have the biggest numbers. It's whatever quality over quantity. The people that I connected with, you go, oh, it's like a family, or it's like a cult, but it went deeper than that, right? You connect with the outcasts, right? And then you just know, and then when you meet someone like that, you're like, that person's unsafe, I'm unsafe, we're all fucked up, and then the fucked upness meets with each other. Then you just feel at home, right? I met you and I was like, I don't know him because I just met him.
Yeah.
But I feel like I can tell him anything. I could feel like he could tell me. Like if you had just told me I killed someone and he's buried in the dumpster, I would protect you. Like
wow.
it,
You're about to
you,
make
you
me
meet.
cry.
Well, that's how it all felt for everybody in that room, I think. It was like, for me, it was like a fever dream. And I wasn't exactly, I was like you. I was just in as much chaos as everyone else. But you're right. It did feel that way, Dave. It was like, oh, there's no judgment. We can just be our most fucked up selves, you know?
Hey guys, we're gonna take a really quick break to share some of our favorite sponsors with you. Enjoy the rest of the show.
Oh, God, this thing really doesn't work.
But here's what you don't know.
But do you know what I'm saying?
I do know. May I tell you what you don't know?
Okay.
Okay. What you don't know is that at that point in my life, my career was in the shithole.
I did know that.
Okay.
It's like obviously you're approachable.
Yeah. It really was. I couldn't get any auditions. Nothing was happening. I was just doing stand up on the road and like really, really bad comedy clubs and not making a lot of money. And it was bad for me. And I just thought, I met Kalila and I'm like, you know what, this is my route, love. And I might start a family and forget the career, right? But when I met you, it was like the perfect timing. And that's why I really believe, and people are going to balk at this, but they're going to say, but I believe that things happen for a reason and you meet certain people for a reason. Because not only did you help me by being on your show, which gave me, Kalila and I, the idea of doing TigerBelly, but you saved my brother. Mm-hmm. You saved my brother. My brother, his life completely changed after meeting you. He was a guy he's like, Steve, he's a great guy. I love him. He's a great heart, super talented, and just funny, and he's everything to me, right? But at that point, he was directionless. And when you came into our lives, you took my brother under your wing, and you changed him. You made him the singer of your band. That's incredible. You guys toured and opened for Steve Aoki and festivals and whatever. We saw you in L.A. And the rooms were packed. You couldn't get in. You were there too, right? And there was a mosh pit.
I saw you.
Yeah, no, I was there.
No, but I saw you from the stage. It was
Okay.
like this, like everything you just said is true. Your brother's life is changing. We're on stage. The mosh pit is crazy, and in the background, I see a light. Like here's the stage, here's all the people, and then like way in the back, there's a guy just looking at his phone. That was you. I saw you. I was like, oh, who's that? Like not part of this right now. I was like, that's Bobby.
Yeah.
Oh.
And also, can I say
But
this?
while he's actually
No, no.
But maybe a few
I love
seconds
what
after
you
that.
try to do.
I'm not trying to do anything.
I love what you try to do.
I'm not trying to do anything.
No, no. I know you don't. You're not.
I'm telling you.
I'm telling you right now. You're not trying to do something, but you did something.
Okay.
Okay. Let me just say that.
All right.
All right. I don't know what your intentions are, but you did.
I have zero. I'm you're telling
Exactly.
the
You're a
story.
free. You're a free bird. Aren't you a free bird?
I'm a free bird.
Okay. So right. There probably was. You probably glimpsed me. You know what I mean? Like in a movie theater sometimes.
It made me sad.
Oh no.
It made me sad.
I'm gonna let you know. I got kicked in the fucking belly in the mosh pit.
He did.
Someone kicked you in the belly.
Yeah,
Really
someone goes,
hard.
"Hi-ya," did a fucking front kick to my stomach.
What?
Yeah, and I went in the back, probably Googled, you know what I mean? I have this pain in my
Abdominal
stomach.
bleeding.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have no idea. You can't make assumptions on what I'm doing. You think I'm playing Candy Crush on there? Maybe I'm fucking Dr. MD or whatever. I'm bleeding internally. What do I do?
Why are you getting so defensive?
I'm not doing anything. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Keep going. So
So you changed my brother's life.
But he changed your life too. You got the help
you changed my
needed
life.
a couple of years ago.
And I want to say that this is, how do I say this? You always felt to me like, and we're not bowing. Please don't bow. We're not bowing anymore.
He has a smirk.
I know, not right now though. It was too much. We already did 3. I know I want to do it so bad. I know I want to do it
why
bad.
don't we save it till the end?
It's so hard to, but I will. We'll save it to the end.
You want to do it right now?
No, I don't want to do it right now. I don't want to bow
I'm just
right
gonna
now.
warn you, Dave.
Yeah.
He only receives numbers in 3s, so it's not. It won't stop at 4. It has to stop at 6. So it's 3, 6, or 9.
I could do thousands of them. You think I have anything to do after this?
No. I thought we were gonna go eat.
We could literally not talk and just bow the rest of the time.
I know. I mean, we you know what would be funny? Maybe.
I mean, it wouldn't be to be funny. It would just.
I know.
That's
Because I
how
have
much-
reverence for you.
That's how much reverence I have for you.
That's how much reverence I have for you. And what we'll do is let's do a thing where like, whoever gets up first loses.
You'll lose.
No, I think you would lose.
You have bad knees.
I could say that beat you.
Dave wins that. You have adult ADHD. You can't do one thing for
You're
more
right,
than
exactly.
3
And we're not gonna
minutes.
do that.
Yeah.
Right? Because we'll be here for 24 hours.
I also want to point out, that picture of Mad Max
Yeah.
of the guy you on top of Dave.
Yeah.
Didn't you guys at one point have an idea of doing a show where you were handcuffed to each other
Oh yeah.
for like months?
Did I ever
on
pitch
end?
that to you?
Did you ever pitch that to me?
Yeah, we came up with
my
this thing.
fucking idea.
Oh, that was your idea, Michael.
Did you ever pitch that to me?
Don't get angry.
Okay,
I love. See, every once in a while, it's so funny because
Look at his fist curl.
every once in a while, the old Dave will come in. The old Dave like the egg will crack and his head will peek out and he sticks it back in.
What is the Bruce Willis do in Die Hard?
He
Makes fists with
runs
his
to the
toes.
what?
Fists with his toes.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
So I'm making him go back in.
Oh, you are, yeah.
It came out.
I know they did. I saw it.
We came up with that idea.
That's
I
right.
think I'm pretty sure it was my idea. Then we riffed on it on the podcast. Like we fleshed it out.
I think let's. So there's no argument. Let's just go 50-50 on it.
Okay, 50-50.
Okay.
And when you just said, "Did I pitch you on it?" Something happened in me.
I understand that.
But he's gone. He went
He's
back.
gone. I know. I have a
That
feeling.
wolf, I didn't feed him. I let him
I know.
go.
I have a feeling I can bring that little guy back up.
You could try.
Oh, I will.
Yeah.
Yeah, but But here's what happened. I pitched it. So I was in a pitch meeting and they didn't like my first 2 pitches. I think it was over at like I forget what company it was, but and then I pitched them that idea. It was called Cuffed. So the show idea was me and Dave Choe handcuffed to each other for what, a month?
I think it was a month.
Yeah, a month, and we had to shower together. We had to sleep together. You know what I mean? I have to follow you to work. You have to follow me to do stand up, eating, the whole thing.
It's coming back up again.
Why?
That.
No, I pitched it with you. I go, it's a show with
You
me.
know
and
why?
David Cho-
Because you sound old right now. You sound like
Oh, and now my egg.
It's coming out.
Let me just say the thing. My egg now wasn't even cracked. Now there's a little opening
A stress
and a little
fracture.
eyeball sticking
you know.
through.
You know, I'm friends with a lot of older Asians. Like,
I'm not old, bro. Why do you keep
no,
saying?
whenever I see you and I feel you, and like, you know, your vibe is young, right? I would never guess that.
You have young vibes, bro.
Yeah, but when you talk like this, is when you feel
What? I didn't say anything.
pitching, like old guy shit. What are you fucking talking about right now? You're talking about handcuffing yourself to someone. What do you need to pitch that for? Just fucking do it. Why wouldn't you just film that? You got this guy and this guy. Like, why do you need to go to someone and ask them for that? Costs nothing. It's a fucking handcuff. You go to a sex shop, you get the furry one so it's not doesn't hurt your wrist, and you handcuff yourself to someone. You got the cameras. What do you need someone else's permission to make that? Okay, I'm going to go back in. I'm going to go back in.
Okay.
I'm going to go back in.
All right.
I'm
out.
What do you mean you're out?
My head's out of the fucking
Okay,
show.
okay.
All right. You got me.
When you get louder, I'll get quieter.
All right, yeah, you got me all riled up. Okay, so I'm going to say this. I'll tell you why you have to pitch it. Ding dong.
Oh,
Okay.
my
Okay.
God.
It's because...
Okay, old boy.
Okay.
Okay, old boy.
Okay.
All right.
That hurt.
I'm sorry.
All right. That really hurt.
It's just
I know. What you
Okay.
just did would hurt me.
okay. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm just saying you got a
I-
young vibe, but when you talk like this,
Okay,
it sounds.
I'm going to tell you, I'm going
Okay.
to teach the youngster
Teach
what
me.
it's all about right now.
Teach me.
Okay? Is I don't have my whole, I have a limited time on earth. Okay? So for me, it's like, I ain't going to fucking be like, hey, George, I'm going to handcuff myself to Dave Choe for a fucking month of my life, right? And then we make it, the possibility of me making no money off of it, right?
I have a TV show coming out Friday.
I know you are. Congratulations.
You know how much it costs?
Nothing. Because I remember you did it.
How much did I pay you?
Nothing.
Yeah, it costs nothing. It costs
I do-
You,
I do
you know,
think
I did a
David's
show
onto
for Vice
something.
called Thumbs Up.
Yeah.
You know what it costs?
What?
Nothing. It's me running hitchhiking with the camera.
I do think he's onto something though, because you still operate under the idea that there are these like big Hollywood gatekeepers that
Sound
have to
old
give you permission.
when you do that Hollywood shtick. It's dead. That's all dead now. You got to let that stuff go, man. I got to limit it. Like,
Don't break the cup. He's squeezing it.
let me show you how it works. You're showing me how it used to work. I'm not going to handcuff yourself to me with the chance that it might not make money. You're coming in here and you just explain to me, thank you, you're being reverent. Thank you for, DVD say that led to this. Does this show make money now? Does this show make money now?
Whoa.
Does this show make money now?
I know, but I'm gonna answer you, dude.
I'm going back
I'm
to-
gonna fucking answer you, dude.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
You gotta give me a chance, dude. You can't say it 3 times in a row like that and elevate your fucking voice. That pisses me off.
You know why this show makes money? I used hymns on the way here. I did Blue Chew. I have my Rich Wallet.
Oh, yeah. I know. Yeah.
How many Nosotros Papayas accounts do you think I have?
Yeah.
This show makes money
I know it does.
because you believed in yourself.
This guy.
Do you believe in yourself?
It's a warlock, man.
Do you believe in yourself?
Yeah, I believe in myself. Of
I need
course
to go ask for permission to see if I could get handcuffed to my friend? What the fuck are you talking? Make that show. It costs nothing and it will be the fucking funniest shit you've ever seen. It'll be the funniest shit.
Yeah.
That shit will never get greenlit. My show never would have got greenlit. You just make it. It doesn't cost anything. You have the cameras already. You already got these guys working for you. You just make it. Why didn't you answer my first question? Why aren't we better friends?
Wow. Because
You did all this. You're connecting. You're like, this is what it meant. This is what you meant to me. I'm asking you. You saved my brother's life, this and that. I'm pitching. You're getting off. Just answer the question.
I'm gonna answer your fucking question.
I felt something when I met you, and I'm sad that we're not better friends.
Bro, you had a baby.
You never fucking call me ever. You never call me.
I don't call anybody, Dave.
The only time in 7 years that you called me back the fastest ever was when I called you to say I'm thinking about making my own TV show. I got a call back in like
Hollywood. It's so Hollywood.
I think you're making that up.
When I
and that remains to be seen if that's true.
It's absolutely true.
Remains,
and everyone in this room knows it.
It remains to be seen.
Every fucking person in this room knows it.
I'm going to say this, okay?
If you want to go into my phone and check the data.
I'm not, listen, amigo.
Who did I ask to be on the show?
Listen.
Why? Because I don't even know if you're ever going to respond to anything. You go to. You were sick. You went to a place. I wanted to see how you're doing. You never responded. I said, hey, you just got out of a real serious place. I'm checking on you as a friend. And I'm like, oh, I guess, I want to know that you're doing better.
Yeah.
And I go,
okay, you know what? Let's be honest with you.
You said you're going to answer my question. You said, you know what? I'm many things, but you know what I'm not?
Yeah.
Coward. Answer the question, coward.
I'm about to answer. You won't let me
You
talk.
won't. You keep deflecting. Answer why we're not better friends.
I'll answer the fucking
Answer why we're not better friends. I'm gonna.
You go back in the. Please go back in there.
I'm going in.
Hey, can you tape the eggshell?
Yeah. Give me some tape.
Tape it down or do something, okay?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, so can we just calm down? I know you got
with
emotional, and I'm calm.
I just want you to answer the question.
I am gonna. You won't even fucking let me talk, fucker. All right. I'm gonna answer this. What is the question again?
Why aren't you better friends?
We meet. We sit here, talk for 20 minutes about our connection. You're that kind of person. We connect. You're unsafe. We get it. We get it. We're family. We felt like we know each other. You can say or do anything. I could say or do anything. Mm-hmm. And yet, there's no connection. There's no connection.
Yeah. Yep.
You did come on my show. You asked me outside. You said, save it for the show. You said, hey, I saw you put up a clip on Instagram of you interviewing me. Am I going to make it on the TV show? No.
Okay.
I mean, maybe season 2, if there is one.
Yeah.
But that also was years ago, but I hadn't seen you in a while. You come into my house, and I'm like, I want to connect with my friend Bobby.
Yeah.
Phone, looking like, let's wrap this up. Let's just get it done. Let's wrap it up. And then what do? We went and had tonkatsu after, right?
That was fun.
Right. Yeah. Just you and me. I'm like, oh, cool. The cameras are off now. Now I get to connect with Bobby.
Yeah.
No eye contact. Phone. Got to get out of here. Warzone, Destiny. Like,
yeah.
I see you, but nobody's home. I'm like, Bobby, I'm your friend. You don't have to fucking tell me jokes. You don't have to entertain me. I just want to be with you.
Yeah.
And then you leave, and I go, I wonder if Bobby will ever answer this question off the air. Probably not. So I'll ask him on the air, which I just told you. It makes me sad. I consider you a dear friend.
Yeah.
But also, we never talk.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I see you at birthdays.
I don't know how many times you have to ask the question. I'm about to answer, and you won't let me fucking answer, bro.
I'm getting quiet. I'm going back.
I know,
to the show.
but let me just give me a fucking 5-minute platform here, man.
Okay.
All right. It's like, and then I'm gonna start talking, and then you're gonna be like, but you. But 6 months ago.
No, but if
you know what I
start
mean? I did this.
All right.
All right. Just give me 5 minutes. Go back in your fucking shell and let me speak. All right.
I'm talking.
Number one.
From your
Okay.
heart.
You are correct. All right. I don't have a lot of connections with anybody. You know, even my mom or my
I asked
brother.
you that. I said, why aren't we better friends?
I know. I'm telling. You're taking it personally. As if I'm doing something to you.
No, I'm not.
Personally.
I
No,
don't
just let me
think
finish what I'm saying, all right? Let me talk now, all right?
Right.
And it's like, it's not a personal thing against you. It's just the way I have been operating in the last 10 years of my life or whatever, right? I'm, you know what I mean, distracted. I don't have any real friends. And I'm going to tell you that during this pandemic and by being in therapy and coming out of it is I'm having a better understanding about, like, even the last couple of days, I've been talking to people on the phone, people I never really talked to, and checking in with them and this and that because I really want to do it, you know? I'm trying, right? Because don't you think that this is something that I talk about I have therapy still every week. a trauma therapist, a very good one, and we talk about all these things.
It's a lot of like conflict avoidance stuff. And also it's
Yeah.
like honestly, and I had to reconcile with this myself, the adult ADHD diagnosed is really unmatched. It's almost as if he is incapable of sitting still, even with the people that he loves the most, without fidgeting or feeling like
Yeah.
he has to reach for something, because innately there's something in him that prevents him from feeling comfort by staying still.
Also, I want to okay, so, when I went to Hungary, right, I did things there that I normally would never do, but I forced myself to do it.
What's in Hungary?
I was just in Hungary for a couple of months. I just got back. I worked.
Okay.
Well, let's get to the bottom of this. Talk more
So,
about.
no, I want to talk about
Yeah.
what I've been forcing myself to do things, right, that are uncomfortable for me, which is connecting with people. Okay? And I feel like I did that when I was out of the country. And when I came back, I literally made a conscious decision in my mind. I'm like, you know what? I want to connect with, I'll give you an example. Today, my friend Kevin texts me and goes, I'm having problems with my mom. You're not going to probably answer, but I'm having problems with my mom. Normally, I don't know why, I just wouldn't, right? But I called him immediately and I go, what's going on? All right? I'm trying to do it because I know that it is an issue with me, okay? And, when I saw you today, it was a genuinely, like an uncle or something that I haven't seen in a very long time. I genuinely love you. I genuinely feel like we're two peas in a pod and we've known each other for eternity.
As soon as I got out of the car and you said, we need to hang out more, and in my mind I was like, that's not going to happen, I felt sad. And so I was like, you were staring at me changing, right?
Yeah.
I was changing in your bathroom,
Yeah.
and Bobby was just like staring at me going, I don't know who this guy is right now. And I just sat there and I was like, why is this the first time I'm invited to your house? I know, COVID, all that shit.
I've invited you 10 fucking times to do this podcast.
No, not the podcast. To hang out as buddies, as friends.
I know but like, first of all, let me just say this, all right? That we were, in the last year, we didn't go to the grocery store one time. I didn't see my brother for a year. My own brother. We were very mindful about the thing. We didn't know what it was. I didn't know what it would do to either one of us health-wise. And we played it really safe, okay? I want to say, I hear everything that you're saying, all right?
I love that you're pushing yourself to.
I hear everything what you're saying, and I'm doing everything I can to connect with people more. Even just last night, like my ex-girlfriend did my show at the Brea Improv, and she brought her beautiful wife. She's married, Jen, right? And over the last 10 years, I would see Jen. I would avoid them because I didn't want to deal with it, right?
Because she became gay after you?
No, she was always gay.
Oh, she was always gay.
Yeah, she was always gay.
But then she was with you? No, I'm trying to understand.
Yeah, that's it.
Lesbian energy.
Oh, okay.
I have lesbian energy.
Okay.
Okay, I play softball.
See, you're like this just because you're you looking at me and you don't know my POV. I'm sitting here talking to you, and the most eye contact I've ever made with you, my eye keeps drifting to this painting.
But that's on you, though. That's
No,
your
I'm
thing.
telling you, that's why-
you. That's you.
That's
your desire.
and maybe that was on purpose.
That's always been there. Those are your hidden desires.
It's not hidden. I said you're.
Yeah. You have real desires.
So you've
anyway.
always avoided your ex.
So anyway, last night she came to the show, and I just kind of looked at her and I just said, "My name is Bobby, and I thank you so much for being here, and you're really talented. I want to get to know you." And I was like trying to be connected. I connected with both of them, and I'm literally trying, man. But for you to come on here and open up your eggshell, you know what I mean, and expose
I
those things,
apologize. Expose what things? Why?
I mean, he's confronted me in that way. It's just like a little startling, but
I say, Dave, I think you should give him a chance. Like the amount of growth in the last 2 years is.
It's not. This isn't bullshit. All this.
This is actually not.
Oh,
like
wow.
I'm telling you right now,
I should just be talking to you because.
I believe me when I say like even I didn't think it was possible for him to like truly like connect with anyone in his life. But the fact that he has not missed a single session of therapy, the fact that he
I'm
is
proud of you.
reaching out, the fact that he is like, I think give him a chance, Dave.
All right. No, I'm. It's not like I gave up on you. It's just. I knew how much work it took for you to walk away from this to go take a break for a week to get help, and you weren't talking to me, so I was telling Kalila, which creates this like weird triangulation shit, and I was like, for you to go get help, that's huge. That's fucking like most people don't ever do that, and
you don't think that I credit you with that because it's like when my dad just stop.
All right.
Let me talk, man. It's my fucking show, like you said, man.
it is your show. I'm
All right.
sorry.
But welcome, and I love you,
I'm happy to be here.
and I'm happy that you're here.
No.
Oh no!
Now
Oh,
you gotta
no.
do 6 times. For audio listeners, they are bowing. And we're going to resume the
That's
podcast.
number 4.
now.
That's number 4.
You know what? I'm even gonna break that. Okay, I'm going to not even do the 6-9 thing, 3-6-9
Oh,
thing.
wow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna evolve above it.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
But what was a real big breakthrough for me at that place where he got help
Yeah.
was one of the guys that you recommended. He sat me down during a family session and he basically explained what adult ADHD does to a relationship, compounded by obviously the other stuff.
Right.
And I was like, oh my God, there's either a radical acceptance for his inability to sit still or I'm gone. But that really changed my perception of him a lot. Even the whole Candy Crush thing, having 6 gadgets at once, it's a comfort thing. He's seeking a comfort there.
Yeah, and I get what it is. And I also have to say that, like, when my dad died and I went to the place and I had my breakdown or whatever, and I got sober again.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Proud of
And then the pandemic happened. It's been this last couple of years has been a real growth for me. And, I'm going to continue to see my therapist, and I'm going to continue to attempt to try some of these tools and be also, do I slip into, like if I'm at dinner, do I slip into looking at my Instagram or whatever? I do, right? Do I catch myself a lot of times doing things that I don't want to be doing? Yes, right? But now I'm aware of them. I try to nip in the butt and I try to change my behavior.
Why don't you just block your phone?
What do you mean?
Like if you like you know like you just sat here and you identified the things that, and you can correct those things.
Yeah. No.
And I knew that was going to happen. Like
Knew what?
I'm not going to sit here and say I knew you were going to relapse, but I knew something was going to happen because you and your brother are both recovering addicts and you have all this unresolved rage against your father. And just in my experience of people, if you fucking hate your parents, you're like, fuck that, I wish they were dead, whatever, and then they still die, that does something to you. And I knew you weren't getting any support. I know you're not reaching out, you're not staying connected. And so to me, it wasn't shocking that after all your years of sobriety, after your dad died, that you relapsed. And I was like, you're my friend, I care about you, I would love to help you or do anything I can. And so I tried, and I called you after your dad died. I texted you, and you never called me back, which I'm not taking personally, but it's for me, like when shit like that happens, that's when I need to call my friends. That's when I need to stay connected, because then I get lost in my shit. I get fucked up, and then really bad things start to happen. And so, and your brother, he was calling me, telling me all kinds of stuff, and I felt like he was like super emotional, right? He was crying a lot during that time. And,
Oh, yeah.
And but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do, right?
Yeah.
Like, and so I guess I'm here now, and we're having this conversation. Like, how are you with that? Like, with all the stuff with your dad?
I'm good with it, man. I'm
It's
dealing
been
with it.
a year and a half.
I miss him every day. I think about him every day, and
Where is he?
he's over there.
Oh.
Where?
Where, babe? We gotta show Dave.
I never met your dad.
Where here he
I-
comes.
Boom.
Oh, wow. Wow. Can I meet him?
Or yeah. You guys should bow together.
No, I'm not bowing anymore.
No, Dave's about to meet him. I think about.
Oh, it's tradition. I forgot.
Fuck, man.
His knees are like bleeding. This is so crazy. What is that?
Sorry, I never got to meet you. You raised two amazing boys. Here, let me sit with them. I just met them. Oh yeah. You okay with that? Don't drop him. I'm not gonna drop him. All right. Mr. Lee.
That is a really cute picture of your dad. I love that.
I love that
That
photo too.
picture, he looks like you and Steve.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
That's great.
Like that vest over that polo.
Yeah.
So cute.
You know, there were times when, if I look at that photo, there were many times where he was that guy.
Smiley.
Just sweet and warm and smiley. And yeah, I miss that. You know, it's,
Do those memories come often?
you know, it's funny. It's like the stuff that's negative happened so early on. And I think it's so deep seated
Yeah.
and so just rooted into my body deep that like, it's one of those things where was so used to coping. It's just because it's always been there that I'm so used to coping with it. You don't even recognize it's there, right? So it's like that guy, you know, showed up in my 20s, you know, just like this kind of this warm, you know what I mean, very funny. He'd fart in your face if you're laying on the couch, kind of a guy, you know, and he didn't speak English very well. So I don't know his innermost feelings about anything, about what life is about, I didn't know what he cared about politically or about.
Did you ever ask him?
Yeah, he just has no answers for me. I don't know later, I tell you. I don't know how to tell.
Did he have
explain.
connections with other people, like deep friendships
No,
with people?
no. I mean, dude, you have to imagine when my dad died. So this is what happened.
You know what my dad said?
What?
What you just said right now, it sounds like your dad was like, didn't have the words. He's like, oh, it's too hard to explain or something.
Yeah.
As I start to, you know, do some work on myself and try to develop, you know, to stay connected, I'm looking at a picture, you know, I'm looking at my dad's face while I'm eating dinner, you know, he's like, eats like a turtle, just kind of slow.
Yeah.
I think it was after Thanksgiving, and I say, I don't fucking know you, dude. Like I'm old and I don't know. I'm like a man now.
Yeah.
Like I don't know shit about you.
Yeah.
I know some stories you told me this and some stuff that my aunts told me, but I have no idea what you think about. Like I don't really know you. And
Yeah.
he's just sitting there like this. And I go, hey, I'm a grown up now. I'm living my own life. Do you want to get to know each other better deeply? Or do you want to keep it the way it is like this? Keep the way like this.
I know.
And I was like,
That's
you know
it.
what? Hurts a little,
It hurts bad.
but thank you for your honesty.
Yeah, yeah.
You know?
Because they come from a culture that they don't do that,
Right.
right? I think that we're lucky in the way that, like, you know, it's inevitable that human beings evolve, and I think in many ways, you know, in modern day society, we were evolving in terms of, especially men, what it means to be a man, you know, and expressing each other and connecting on different levels that we couldn't do maybe 50 years ago or whatever, right? Especially in Korea, right? So it's like, I always understood that about my dad. Like he, you know, all I know is his heart. I know he loves me. It's evident, right? I know that I love him, right? I hate the fact that he was so violent and beat the shit out of my brother and I hate it.
And that's that all the trauma therapists you see, you work on that?
Yeah. You had EMDR, yeah.
You've done EMDR, you've done all the
It's so funny because when the place that you and I both went to, I did a session and an EMDR session, and I went haywire. I blacked out, and I punched a hole in the wall, right? But then I saw another painting. It had fallen, and there was a hole in where that painting was covering. And I go, after I calmed down, I'm like, security came. They knocked on the door. Are you okay? And then my therapist says, it's fine. And I looked at the hole. And I go, I didn't do that one. And the lady goes, your friend did that.
Oh, that's amazing.
That was me.
Yeah, I know. Because your friend did that hole.
It's nice to meet you in like drywall patches. And you know, we went to a place,
Yeah.
but I've been to all the places.
I know you have.
I've been to PCS, Pine Grove, The Meadows, Essalon, Hoffman. I've done all of them. If someone tells me this is the place,
Yeah.
So I've been to like any place in America that is gonna help heal my brain and change me. I just went there. So I'm talking about, you know, years and years, and I blacked out. I don't know what happened in that room.
Yeah.
It just all of a sudden there was holes in the wall.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're like, so, you know, like we're trying to be a therapist, but also you're gonna have to pay for that, you know?
Yeah, yeah. They just covered it with a fucking painting.
Right. And then so people are like, I've done it all. If someone says experimental therapy, like we could do this all day. Talk about my dad beat me, he did this. You could do talk therapy. And I've talked, you know, I'm not a therapist, but I've been in a room with a therapist for not hundreds, but thousands of hours now. So like I've heard a lot, and yet, you know, for me, it was helpful to punch a hole in the wall in a safe place.
Yeah, me too.
But at the end of the day, all those places are still a business,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
They're like, oh shit, Bobby's having a breakthrough right now, but we can't afford him hurting his hand and then a lawsuit and whatever.
Yeah.
And so all these places, I'm like, oh wow, whatever this experimental thing of me doing this is, it's starting to work. But then they cut it off because they're like, Dave, calm down. It's getting a little.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
yeah.
getting a little. And I go, why did you stop it? I'm having a breakthrough.
Yeah.
And they go, we're a business still.
Yeah.
We got lawsuits. This is an office.
Yeah.
There's people. There's, you know. And I go, oh, well, I can afford that. I'm an artist. I have an artistic license.
Yeah.
And all these words like mental health, depression, ADHD, 12-step program, addict, like all the words, they're all like, they sound, I don't want that. But if I hide everything as an art experience, right? Like this is an experience with an artist. And then I don't have to, you know, subscribe to like, this is a business and it's about making money and whatever. So I took all those things and it's like when you introduce play and like, it's like I don't know how much me talking about all the traumatic things that have happened to me, it helps. I'm not saying it doesn't help, but I'm saying like you used to always make fun of me because you were in before you relapsed, you were sober for how many years?
17 years.
Yeah. So you'd always hang that over me. You're like, it's pretty cute, Dave, that you're starting to get help. I got 17 years. I got 17 years, Dave. When you get 10 years, then you could talk to me. And I'm like,
I would, first of all, would never sound like that. Come on, Dave. You know, talk to me when you have 17 years. I mean, I would never say that.
you would say that, and you did say that, and
Yeah.
everyone in this room knows it because that's what you sound like when you're an asshole. And
God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God.
Is that the egg?
Yeah.
Oh,
the egg's
cracking.
coming out.
Yeah.
Is it balut or is it like
Is that
normal?
balut? It's not balut.
Hey guys, we're gonna take a really quick break to share something very personal to us here that we use. Enjoy the rest of the show.
All right, so you would say stuff like that.
No, 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 no.
You're telling me that you never shamed me like that.
I don't think I would have shamed you like that, but you know, if you're saying that I did, then I did from your perception.
You said that.
Okay.
You're like, Dave, I'm not a newbie to this program. I haven't taken a drink or drugs in 17, you know, you would say shit like that. And I'd be like, okay, I'm happy for you. I'm telling you, I'm just starting this.
Because I would only say that if you kind of poked at me, right? You know what I mean? Like trying to like teach me about some shit about recovery.
You were
and then
yelling
my
at-
defense
you
would
were
have been
yelling at me
my
before I
defense
even
would have
sat down in this room. I don't poke you. You poke yourself.
Oh, I poke. Oh, baby, come here. You help me, baby.
Five.
It's a bow break, bow break.
Bow break, guys.
a hard
You get up
reset.
first. No, you get up first.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
why?
No, you're the king. You get up first, and then.
No, I'm not gonna get up. You get up.
Kalila, do something.
It's just a bow break, guys.
But man, Bobby's shivering. It's crazy.
All right, I'll get up first. The king, you ordered me, so I'll get up first.
Okay.
The king said
Wow.
get up first. I'll get up first.
Number 5.
I'm proud of you guys. I feel like this is breakthrough.
This is breakthrough. You know what? I'm going to call you now, and I'm gonna be that guy, man. I love you, dude. I really do. I love you, and I think,
Hey,
yeah.
you just said it in front of all these people in your audience.
I believe it this time, Dave. I promise. I think that.
I really do. I'm gonna know.
That's all I wanted. You didn't have to do all this other shit. Like,
Yeah.
so when we gonna do this handcuff thing?
Do the
I
handcuff
really kind of want to
thing.
do. I honestly think it's gonna be a hit.
I will laugh for the rest of my life if you guys actually do that.
It's gonna be very inconvenient, though.
I feel like there's going to be a
'Cause you're-
lot of assaultive things happening.
First of all, I
thi-
shit
do
5
you-
times a day.
you
You'll
thi-
have to go to the bathroom.
You think I'm stupid?
No, I
Do you
didn't
think I'm stupid?
No. What? What the fuck is your
Do you think I'm stupid?
kind of? I actually kind of think you are. Yeah. I kind of think you are dumb.
First of all, thanks for your honesty.
Uh-huh.
I listened to your show.
Yeah.
I've heard you on this show over the years. How long's this show been out for?
6.
Almost.
For 6 years?
Yeah.
Your star fucking attitude. You pitch this handcuff thing to anyone that comes on the show. It's not special to me. You go, oh, hey, I came up with this idea. You offer it to every fucking person that's been on.
You know what?
You think I'm stupid?
No,
You think I'm dumb?
I think you know what these are things.
If Steven,
These are fucking things.
if Steven Yeun came in right now, you wouldn't offer that to him.
No,
Hey,
I
do it
want to
again.
fucking offer that to him. These are things that you don't say out loud, man. You say it on the side, like, bro, it hurts my feelings.
George,
that-
cut this part out.
Why?
You just said I shouldn't say it out loud.
No, we're keeping it in. We're not
Oh.
cutting anything. George, erase that from your fucking log.
Log, the captain's
All right, let me
log.
say something right now. Don't tell George what to do.
I didn't tell George what to do.
Okay. Thanks for doing it, though, bud. Really good to see you.
You're ending it now?
No, I'm not ending. I'm not ending it. No.
Can I tell you how I picture this setup?
What?
Slept King. I don't know. What's the accurate number of hours you play video games a day?
Right now, 3 or 4 hours.
Oh, Kalila space.
No, 3 or 4 hours.
Skyrim?
Yeah.
That's not true, babe.
Yeah.
All right, whatever. It's hours, right?
Yeah.
It's a couple hours. And you probably, I don't know, the visual I had and don't, is that you're like Hannibal Lecter and you're just like porn, jerking off, video games, coffee, cigarettes, whatever. And then Kalila like wheels you into the podcast room.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a clock behind me, but it's like,
Yeah, that's not, that's not.
let me finish. Like, why is this podcast end after an hour? Why is the only bit unhelpful advice? like you could be bigger than Joe Rogan. You could be bigger than, like, you could have the biggest fucking podcast, and it's just like, just fucking like, dial it in. Like, let's just do the least amount of work. Let's do the least amount of work. Like, you could turn this into a fucking huge show.
Yeah.
Dave, come on, the 300. What?
I'm sorry, bro. This isn't my only dream, dog.
So what's your dream in Hungary? Your dreams came true in Hungary?
No, but
Your dreams came true in Hungary?
It did kind of.
What happened in Hungary?
I did a movie.
So that's your dream, right?
I'm doing a bunch of shit. I sold a TV show. I do this.
Congratulations.
I do stand up. You know what I mean? I do 2 podcasts, right?
Congratulations.
I do one with Andrew Santino as well. That's doing very well. Thank you, George. Right? My point is that I've got a lot of balls in the
I haven't been looking at George while I've been
I got a lot of balls. I'm juggling 8 balls.
as I'm telling you this shit. I just see his head going like this.
Yeah.
I see Gilbert over there.
Yeah.
They know it's true.
What?
Like,
That,
in my whole life of knowing you, I got to get on this single camera sitcom. I gotta be on this movie. You've been on movies with the biggest movie stars on the planet. You have been on sitcoms. You do like.
I just want to do my dream is when I first signed up for open mic
Yes.
back when I was 23 years old was I just remember signing my name and going, I want to do it all. I want to try it all. I want to do stand up. I want to act. Maybe if I can do radio, that'd be cool. I want to do animation, and I've done all of it, and I still do all of it, and nothing's gonna stop me because my dream, it's all encompassing all of it in
So
one.
which
little
one?
ball.
Which one of all? And I'll be here to say you have done all those things. Which one of those things makes you the happiest?
Doing the 2 podcasts, right? And also, I like acting, and then stand up next.
So stand-up's the least.
Stand up for me is something that I'll always do, right? I did it last night for the first time in over a year, which went really well. It was so fun, and I did it with
New material.
yeah, I did 4 new jokes that
Wow.
it was fun, and then
You guys saw it?
no, and I did with
He's been
Eric.
writing. He has
I've been
his
writing,
notebook
yeah,
now.
yeah. So it was fun, and I'm gonna do. Listen, dude,
You guys gonna be offended if I ordered Postmates to the house?
No, I thought we were gonna go eat
for it.
afterwards.
I didn't know if you'd have food here, so there's certain things that don't deliver to my house. So I checked here and I ordered. I got some for
I know
everyone.
what you mean. You're right.
Well, what
It's
did
like
you order already?
He's here right now. Can I get it?
Yeah,
I'll
go get it.
No,
Okay.
you keep talking. I got
All
it.
right.
What is it? Oh my god! When did you order it? Before the podcast?
I'll tell him someone's coming out. Okay. Yeah, I ordered it right when I was pulling in. I just.
Oh, my brother said, yeah, he wants to eat.
Okay, let's eat.
But you just got food.
Whatever. We'll take it. We'll eat it tomorrow. Is that rude?
No.
You could do, if you wanted to sleep here and live here, we would let you live here. Your family, God. You really are. I look at you like you're my cousin. I literally do. Like we share
What
the
have I
same
been
blood.
so far? I've been a warlock, your uncle,
I know.
a wizard,
You're all of it.
and your cousin.
There's something about you. It's so funny because it's like you're very Korean in the way, and I don't get like white dudes or any of my friends in comedy, right? They can't. The only people that can get me into that tap into what my dad.
But whoever's watching this right now,
Yeah.
if they watch this, you were there before I even sat down. Like the second I sat down, you were already. Your energy was like a little bit, and the thing is, you do that to me too, and I know that. What is that?
It's because we're so similar in many ways.
I'll just say it like this because I'll be honest with you guys.
Yeah.
I have zero anxiety about being on TV or going on Rogan or being with Bourdain. Anything, I'm not nervous, but I got nervous today. Actually, that's not true. I got really nervous the last time I was on Rogan, and that's because I've just been out of practice, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, fuck, man, I haven't talked to you like on the air or off the air in years. So I kind of wanted to cancel. I was like, this is like, and then it's like, we could do this song and dance, right? You get loud, I get louder. Like,
Yeah.
We could do it. Like, you bring it out of me, and because you're a professional clown and I can be, we could say anything to each other, and I know we're still gonna go have dinner and it'll be like, there was showbiz, baby.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
could do that.
Yeah.
And there's something about that that's funny and makes me really sad, right?
Why is it sad?
It's the same thing that I started this with, is like, I could come here, I could tell you the fucking craziest stories, what I did last night, all of it, and I could put it in a witty way, and that was the best. I could do that. I know how to do that. But what I feel when we talk about like why is this happening? Like you flare up, it's because I'll just go straight to feelings. One, I feel sad that we're not better friends, right? There's two. Two, I know. I'm telling you how I feel.
I know it's just. Can I?
I'm telling you how I feel, and then you can tell me how you feel.
I'm telling you how I
Okay.
feel by laughing. Go ahead.
And then two, it's like when I say the old shit guy and you start to come out, I'm not saying that to insult you. I'm just, that also makes me sad that I'm like, here's this guy that I look up to, that's funny, that's talented, and like, oh man, I got turned down for this thing, my script. Hopefully this guy gives me validation. And it's just like, you can have it all. You can have it all. And you and like, even me checking in on you after you got out of the hospital, I was like, I've been there. I've been doing that for years. I can help you, and hopefully you can trust me or look to me as one of many people in your life that can help you. And I said, the number one thing that I was like, I have to do after I got out of the most expensive like mental hospital was like, I need a podcast. Right? I was there for 90 days and like I was like, oh, awesome, Critter, but like everybody, like I have to. I haven't done my own fucking show for 7 years now.
Yeah.
If I decided I wanted to start it tomorrow, those people are like just waiting.
Yeah.
If you decided I need a week, 2 weeks, 3 months to work on myself, none of these people would go anywhere. They'd wait for their king to come back. They bow to you.
God damn it, Dave.
It's a bow
That
break
was-
again for our audio listeners.
Is that the 6? I believe
That was a
that's
7.
Oh, 7th. Wow.
And so it's like I told everyone in my team, I go, do you know how much shit I just learned in rehab?
Yeah.
Do you know how much shit I learned at this mental hospital? Do you know how much shit I learned at this mental institution? It's my duty. It's my responsibility to entertain my fans, and I need to share all this info. And they're like, you're so fucked up still.
Yeah.
You're so fucked up. Why don't you integrate these things into your life before you start sharing them? Mm-hmm. And so what did you do? You podcasted like the week, I think even from the hospital. And I go, oh God, I wish you didn't do that. And it's like, I care about you. And it's the sad, it's like, you don't gotta do
It's
shit.
fine.
Fine.
Everything
You should-
is fucking
You should
fine.
know that fine isn't an
Everything
emotion.
is fine.
Fine is not an emotion.
And it's okay. Fine's not an emotion. Everything's
All right, you just said it. It's fine, right? The same way you poked me with I got 17 years under the belt. I don't
It's
want.
not the- it's-
I don't want to be fine. I want to be
That's
great.
you.
I want to.
That's you.
I want to.
You don't want to be fine.
I wanna thrive.
I'm okay with where I'm at
What
right
is
now.
sobriety to you?
What?
What is sobriety?
You're not my sponsor. Why were you even talking about this, man?
Because you just said I'm fine.
Yeah, everything's. Listen, I feel great. Before you got here, this last week has been so magical. The last couple of months, and now it's like,
So,
you know what I mean?
it's my fault.
No, it's not your fault. I'm just letting you know that you're bringing up like things that are making me feel weird. You know what I mean? And it's making it's also it's like
And about that,
yeah. But and again, no matter what you say or what you do,
let's leave. Let's do unhelpful advice, and I'll leave.
no, we're gonna eat. You know we're gonna eat
Yeah,
with my
we-
brother because that's what we do. We act like this, and you confront me about like real personal shit, right? And stuff. And I'm telling you, I'm working on these things, right?
all those-
and then you keep coming back
all
to like
all those times that
you keep coming back to this shit, and it's like
What, my feelings?
Your feelings are fine. Everything's good.
That's what you explained to me.
You're
You explained to me I got 17s. You never seen me when I'm drunk. You never seen me when I'm high. You don't want to be around that, Bobby.
Yeah.
And I go, okay, but is that's what I asked you then. I was like, is sobriety just stopping the drink? Is
No.
I said I don't want to be fine. I want to thrive.
Yeah, I'm
I want to
thriving.
enjoy. You
I'm
didn't say
thriving.
that. Are you?
because I don't know the word.
Are you?
The word didn't pop into my head. When you just said thrive, it went ding. That's the fucking word.
I would say he's thriving.
I'm
in the
fucking
last
thriving, dog.
week. I
All
would
right?
have
I'm a
to-
thriver.
Why are you yelling at me?
I'm not yelling at you. You're the one that you're going crazy.
But you're right, Dave. He was not thriving.
Yeah, was
he
not
was barely
thriving.
getting by. He barely had his head above water. But I will say, in the last year and a half,
Yeah.
there is a
just-
sense of thriving.
Listen, man.
Why are you getting upset?
I'm not upset. I feel great. Okay, I feel great. I'm gonna say this.
What's up
When
with the weird voice?
All right. This guy is gonna. Oh my god.
Why is me telling you how I feel about you making you this angry?
Because you keep repeating the same things. It's like let's just fucking move on from it.
I don't want to move on.
I know you don't, but it's like
Is this what you do with
This
your trauma
is not
therapist?
your show.
Is this what you do with your trauma therapist?
no, it's not what I do because you're not my trauma therapist.
No,
why,
I'm
why
saying-
would I do this with my trauma therapist?
Because you don't give me answers. You just go, I want to keep moving on.
I already gave you all the answers, bro. I said I used the T word.
What's the T word?
Thriving.
Oh,
Right. We bowed 7 times already. I'm not doing it again now because you pissed me off. Right. Let's do an unhelpful advice.
it's a good thing we canceled that segment.
Yeah, we canceled that segment for Dave.
We did.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
So this one's called Question Time with a fan. We really stepped out of our boundaries for this one.
Let's do question
No,
time.
you guys, I don't want you guys to break this shit for me. I want to do unhelpful.
First of all, listen, Dave. Right. Regardless of what we,
Bobby, I'm sorry.
I love you so much. Shut the fuck up.
Do you know how early I got here?
Early.
No, like really early.
How
I got here an hour early down there and I meditated, like on that. You know why?
Why?
Because
This is
how many times have you asked me to do TigerBelly?
this is
How many times have you asked me to do TigerBelly?
probably more than 20 times.
You know how many times I've done TigerBelly?
This is the first time.
More than 20 times. You want me to explain?
Yes.
Please.
Every time you ask me to be on TigerBelly, I go home and I go, oh, my fucking bro, my big bro just asked me to be on TigerBelly. He did DVD. I say, how many times? Like, I should do TigerBelly. And then fear hits me and I sit there and I turn my microphone on and I record. And I go, how is with what I know about you and Kalila and your family and all this stuff, how would an episode of TigerBelly go? Let me practice. And this isn't.
Wow.
And so I have over 20 hours of me talking to myself,
It's insane.
playing. But it is. I'm not. I'll send them to you guys. They sound like
I believe you.
They sound like an insane person.
Yeah.
And they all end like this. They all end like this. And I go, here's all the bits. Here's all the things I know that can rock Bobby. Here's all the shit, the insecurity. It will be must listen podcast. And I'm sitting there giggling and I go, this shit is going to be the most listened to Tiger. You know, I do all that and I record it. I hit pause and I sit there and I go, it will get laughs. It will be entertaining. And I feel fucking horrible.
You feel horrible right now?
A little bit.
Why?
Not horrible. I don't feel horrible, but I don't like how the longer the show went on, I sat there for an hour to just be like, I don't want this to happen. Because you yell, then I yell, and it's like,
it's bro.
what? It's fine?
Wait, could it
Not
be
just not what I would say.
that
It's not fine.
you guys are just toxic
It's-
for each other?
No, we're not. No, absolutely not. It's listen.
Could
Listen.
it be?
Don't sing. Perfect.
Why did Kalila make that face then?
It's perfect.
I just think that there is something inherently in the both of you that where your codes match in 8 different ways, but they mismatch in 9 different ways as well. To where it's like you bring a very magical thing out of each other, but you also bring a lot of deep-seated fucking rage out of each other. And sometimes maybe space is the answer. Maybe there needs to be a type of lack of closeness there because I think feelings get muddled and confusing.
No, babe. What the fuck are you talking about?
Don't call me. I thought about it.
No, I'm going to call you.
No, I don't want. I only want to be showbiz friends with you. You know what? I'm my dad now.
Yeah.
I want the fake. I want to keep it.
No,
like
no,
that.
no.
No. I want. I don't want a deeper relationship with you.
Oh, we're going to get deep.
No, I don't want you to ever call me unless it's for TV or. Don't ever call me. Let's keep it like this.
No, it's so funny.
No, let's keep it like
It's
this.
so funny because
I will never ever take your call. Straight to voice message. I will never
I
return your
will
call.
say that
I-
you're absolutely correct about all those assessments you made of Bobby Dave, but I dare you to see who he's become in the last 2 years.
How
And
can I? I don't never hang out with
and
them.
you will. You will.
Admit it.
You will.
Let's think about what our relationship is.
Fuck the question.
It's yelling at each other on podcasts.
It's fine.
That's what our relationship is.
If you
I've never yelled louder than when I yelled
know,
at
but
you
if
on my podcast.
If you listen to this
and it's
podcast,
funny.
when you listen to this podcast, the real rage came from you.
That's true.
Okay? And then I'm a fucking
Just say thrive.
I'm thriving. Right? What I'm saying is
thriving on
I'm
Skyrim.
reacting to you, right? Because I'm method.
Method.
Yeah. It's like repetition.
I'm so
Okay,
fucking
it's
confused.
Yeah, me too.
you know what repetition is?
The
My
miser
head has
technique, yeah.
spun around 6 times.
This is repetition,
already.
right? He'll say something and I'll react to it in a bigger way, and then he'll react to it bigger way. It's an acting technique, right?
Is this acting? Is this a game? Or is this a friendship? Like,
It's a
what
friend-
is it?
It's a real friendship.
But how?
I love you.
How?
Why did you cut my set early in Hawaii?
Stay with the question.
Why'd you cut my set early in Hawaii?
It's so.
I have my theory of why you did,
Yeah.
but and your brother told me why, but I want to hear it from you.
Because it's not the Dave Choe show.
Mm.
You know, when my openers go up before me, they do 10 minutes or 15 minutes. They get a lot of time. And there's an actual science to it. It's like when the show is, when the headliner goes up after too much show, it's just not as good.
It's exhausting. Yeah,
Right?
people are tired.
So that's why I did. And if you take that fucking personally,
No, I mean, I'm asking
it's so funny that you wouldn't even think about that. Why would you even think about that?
because it was on my mind, and
Yeah.
I just remembered it right now with your tone right now.
Yeah.
Do you remember that time as a fun time?
The most fun.
Do you remember DVDSA as a fun time or a very just fever dream?
Well, the way I think about things, which is the work that I'm doing, is everything is the best or the worst. And I think the Postmates guy is here. Sorry, that's not a bit. I swear.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody's like, that's the fucking worst shit or that's the best shit. And that's been my problem my whole life. So I'm trying to live in a gray of, were there like the fucking worst things that happened during that time? Yes. Were there some of the best times? Like, I love this. I love when we're together.
Yeah.
I love being around you.
That's at the end of the day, that's what it is. I remember distinctly going to the Pig and the Lady.
Right.
With you, me, Daniel Day Kim, Renzo was there.
Grace Park.
Park. I just remember
So fun.
so fun.
So fun.
You know, I there's so many experience. Like we used to go to that mall in Little Tokyo and go to those restaurants.
The Japanese restaurant,
That
yeah.
time, I'm not a comedian.
Yeah.
So the Postmates messed up. Oh.
Hey, Steve, that's not Postmates.
Oh, this is the Postmates guy.
That's not fucking Steven Yeun. That's not fucking Postmates, bro.
Come on in.
Hey.
You know, I walked out there. I was like,
Yeah.
why does that Postmates guy look
Brought
familiar?
the food.
All right, so Steve, did you bring food? Yeah.
You want me to order Postmates?
No. Let's. We're not
You have a
ordering.
second mic. You'll have to
Yeah,
share a
let's just-
very.
We'll get close, Steve.
Oh, wait, we're doing this.
Yeah. So,
Let me just finish because of what I asked you.
You missed a whole lot.
I heard it got heated.
it's just like,
It didn't get heated. It's first of all, if we were hooked up to some kind of thing that balanced, like could see our like heart meters and stuff.
yeah.
That's still our just normal baseline, right?
Yeah.
Like you're not that upset. I'm not that upset. Like, the reason why I asked you the question about Hawaii is, I was scared. I'm not a stand-up comedian. And for me, I've seen your. What is that? Why are your eyes closing?
Because what you're saying is so just inconceivable to me.
What?
That like, and it's like
I'm not a
I can't. I understand that, but
I'm not
what
a
you're
com-
saying is so
I'm not-
inconceivable to me
What part-
that it's going through a filter in my brain and it's not computing. So just let me do the face that I'm gonna do.
Okay.
And then I'll react the way I'm gonna react.
Yes, Slep King. So
Oh wow.
It's just condescending, but anyway,
was it?
no, not really. Go. I don't even know what the word means. I don't know what the word means.
I'm telling you, he's a comedian.
Yeah, he knows. Steve knows that.
I'm not a comedian. He asked me to open for him, so I'm like, holy shit! Like, so I get on stage, and my thing was, I don't want to go up with any material. I want to improv the whole thing with just what happened that day, and I start going into my Hawaiian shit, and I felt what he must feel. It's like a drug. I was like, people were dying. They were dying, and I was like, this feels good. People are laughing, and then I saw, like, as I started to get my rhythm, I saw Bobby on the side of the stage going, get him off the stage, cut him off, and I was like,
Okay.
I'm telling you how I felt. And I said,
Mike.
this jealous motherfucker. And,
It's not about jealousy, dude.
well, you just explained to me now. Now I know. That comes from me assuming. And now I asked you, and you go, hey, there's a
My
rhythm
neck
to-
hurts. It's like I can't,
What was the reason? What was the reason why you wanted him off?
Steve, okay.
Should we introduce?
Everybody.
I say everyone, Steve and you and everybody.
Hi.
Postmates.
Postmates
He
are
works at
back.
Postmates. Things aren't going well for him. So he opens for me in Hawaii,
Yeah.
and you know how he is. He's multifaceted, and he's also dynamic, and he can do a lot of things, and he's brave. So I go, well, you want to open for me? He goes, I can do anything. I'm Dave. Whatever. So he goes up, and it's like when you have an opening act, they do 15 minutes, 20 minutes. This guy is at 35 fucking minutes.
He did a
40
he did a
minutes.
35 minutes.
40 minutes in. 40 minutes in. And I'm
felt
like,
like 5. It felt like 5.
and I'm like on the side of the stage, like, light him! Light him! You know what I mean? And he won't get off the stage. And I can see the audience going, what the fuck is going on? It was weird. Right? And then you got offended by that? You didn't even fucking say anything back then.
I know, because I was scared to. I'm saying it now. 'Cause
Okay.
I feel safe with George and Gilbert and Steve here now.
Yeah. I'm letting you know that it's not a personal thing. It was just a thing. And we had a magical time all around that.
So I've come on the show so far, and I've been trying to explain to Bobby, like, why we're not better friends, and just basically my feelings towards him. And it seems to be getting him, like, angry, as you can probably sense right now.
I wish I was here earlier. I'd have more context.
And actually, I want to kind of explain to Bobby right now why you're here right now.
Oh, yeah.
So Steve came to my house a few nights ago, and we talked for hours about you. Hours.
It's so uncomfortable. I can't even do it.
Is this an intervention?
No, it's not an interview.
It's not an it's not
It's so uncomfortable. I can't even fucking believe it.
So let me ask you. You just told me I'm so fucking uncomfortable. I can't stand it. But can you for a little bit because he's here? Can you be open to hearing what we have to say?
Yeah, okay.
Can you be open to hearing what we have
I'm
to say,
here. I
no
wanna
matter how uncomfortable it makes you?
Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, here we go. Vow number 8.
They've been bowing the whole time for respect.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Oh,
That's
you don't have to. Yes.
okay.
You don't have to yes.
I like that bow. That's a new bow. I gotta learn that one.
All right, so listen, that's my dad.
Dude, I didn't know.
Okay.
That's his
Is this your
That's
father's
his father.
ashes for real?
He's dead, yeah. All right, wait, okay, so you know what?
You're uncomfortable,
No, you know what I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna take my earphones off.
and then you're gonna close your eyes.
No, I'm not closing. I'm gonna put the, and I'm gonna listen like.
Oh
I want
wow!
my ears-
Wow!
I want my ears to hear this
Maybe
fucking bullshit.
Maybe close your eyes.
Mike, babe,
Maybe
Mike.
close your eyes. Maybe close your eyes.
No, don't close
No,
your
I
eyes.
don't want to close.
Don't
I
close
wanna
your
look
eyes.
right into
Look
your
at me.
fucking- Because this is sabotage and I love it. Go ahead.
You think this is
I
sabotage?
don't know what it is. Let's just do it, okay?
You think this is a
No,
bit?
Do you want me to go or do you want to go?
You go first, man.
Okay, I'll
I've been
go.
talking to this guy.
All right, okay,
Gets
okay.
Mad when I tell him how much I love him.
I
Like,
can you hear me? Is this good?
Everyone's good on the mic.
you want headphones?
Oh no, I'm okay.
Okay.
We got you, Mike, now.
Oh, okay, really? Okay, I got a mic. Thank you.
Most intense.
It's not that intense. We were just talking, and Dave is great because if you have an idea, he pushes the button, and then we're just on to the idea. But basically, we were just talking about you and how underappreciated you are, and we wanted to come tell you that, like,
That's what you talked about?
yeah,
What? Okay.
genuine.
Uh-huh.
Like we were talking about because I know you're doing a bit sometimes too. Is like sometimes when I listen to TigerBelly, the fun bit that I hear you do is that nobody respects you or your career, and that's not true. That's not true, especially for me,
Yeah.
because I massively respect.
I know you do.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know that you, but it's funny. It's like, let me get back in here.
Wait, what happened to the listening part?
I just listened to it. May I respond?
Wait,
No, I didn't get to say what I.
You've been
Yeah.
talking for fucking an hour.
That's
and
true.
a half.
That's true.
All right,
That's
but go-
true.
Go
I
ahead.
want to hear more. I want to.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
I can.
Yeah. Give me,
Can I respect your
give me
father?
my- give me my-
Here, I got you, Dad.
Oh my God, okay.
No, I got him. I'm gonna hold him.
So we start talking about TigerBelly. We start talking about you, and it's just we could talk about the handcuff stuff, this and that, but the pain I feel of when I hear you go into like, man, I went into this pitch meeting, I didn't get the thing. I used to be on the show called Mad TV. It's
never say that.
like it's a show from like 20, 30 years ago.
Never really say that.
And I just sit there and I go, what you heard what Steve just said. I go, I wonder if Bobby knows what he means to me. And then I say that to Steve and he goes, I wonder if Bobby knows what he means to us. And it's like, I have it all. I'm fine. Oh no, I'm thriving. But it's like everything you've ever wanted, everything. It's like, do you know what you mean to me? Do you know what you? That's why I asked you. Are you open to hear? And you said you're gonna sit.
Not the way I thought it was gonna go.
Look, you walked into Café 101, and you do the bit. Oh, there's a warlock there with nail polish. You do the whole thing, and I never, ever in my life thought I would meet you, and I never thought I would meet you again, which is why I was like, this is my chance, right? And you say all this shit. You changed my brother's life. This, all that. You changed my life. You changed my life. And I want you to hear it, even though it makes you uncomfortable. Like, see, why do you got to do that?
I don't know why I did.
Why do you got to do that?
I was sneezing.
All right.
That was a sneeze.
I mean, are you taking in anything that we're saying?
Yes, I am. That's why I closed my eyes, where I'm absorbing it.
But I get it. I can't hear even. I get the cringe of this thing, but you know, we even talked about it. I was like, I don't know if maybe I should just call him personally. But then, you know, this is more intense,
Showbiz,
and fun,
baby.
and
Hollywood, baby.
But truly, Bobby, you're like not you're. I think you know this, but sometimes it just feels nice to hear it. Like, you did it when nobody else could.
You did it for us.
Yeah.
We bow to you.
And people don't fully know.
By himself now.
By himself, babe. Meet him.
I don't. I know because I'm gonna tell you why. This is. Did that feel foolish? Thank you so much.
Don't laugh. You did it.
But it's serious. But it's
serious.
serious.
Don't turn it into a joke.
I'm not.
Don't turn. You did it.
You did.
You
babe.
did it.
I receive it. Genuinely.
You did it. Receive it.
I've absorbed it inside my body, and I'm gonna say something in return, and I'm gonna be as authentic and as real as I can be. Okay. Number one, it's the realization that it really doesn't mean that much at the end of the day. It's like I have everything that I need. Okay. Honestly, I do. I have a house. I have some money saved up. I have a beautiful girlfriend. I have friends. My mom's still alive. My brother's with us, and he's thriving as well. So that's number one. Number two is I really believe that I am owning up to who I am, not just as a human being, but also as an entertainer. Okay, and in this last year, it's been very fruitful for me. I'm working all the time, and things have been great. And you know, I'm going to New York to do something else. You know what I mean? Next month, you know, I got Sex in the City, right? So I'm doing that, and I'm doing, you know, and so for me, when I hear you guys say that, right, it's, you know, it really means a lot because obviously I love both of you. I think you both are incredibly talented, and I really do appreciate it. And I almost got really emotional there, you know. And I have defense mechanisms, and
you're doing it.
Can I just finish?
Yeah.
Because that's your thing.
What?
I don't want to yell.
Don't.
I love you.
You know when I yell at you and I go, TigerBelly could be the biggest show, and that's like me. You're right. That is old. That is old Dave. But today I just accept you as like you don't have to be on Sex in the City. You don't have to do any of that. And so
I didn't say that just for you to say.
Well,
that. I'm just saying that.
look, you're getting angry again. And
No, I'm not getting angry.
And,
That's
I, and I
actually
just
not.
I just want you to really understand what.
But you know what happened to me on the drive here?
Yeah.
I was like, I need to download some Bobby, so I listened to Bad Friends, your newest episode.
So good.
And then the beginning of the episode, you were just recounting how much work you had, and then I almost turned the car around, and be like, "Fuck, he doesn't need me to come over here and say this shit." I was like, "This is working nonstop. What the fuck?"
Yeah.
No, you things.
And you didn't need me to. Just to be clear.
Yeah.
This is awkward for me because I know you don't need this, and this wasn't me. This is not an intervention or us coming here to be like you feel down on yourself.
No.
So,
It was
like, for me. It's just like
we sat there.
I haven't talked to you in a while.
Yeah.
And so now I get to like tell you in a time when, and I don't want to shrink you down to just Asian American, but like in a time when Asian Americans are getting a spotlight, just on that lane of what you've done for the community, beyond, separate from humanity, but what you've done for that specific community, massive. And people don't get it. And that's kind of what I want to say is less to you and more on this program. I don't think people fully realize what Bobby Lee did for Asian Americans.
So this fucker's at my house. We're having this conversation at my house, and I'm like, I wish I was better friends with Bobby so I could call him right now and he would pick up the phone and we could tell him on person. And I said, you know what? What Steve's telling to me is like making me emotional. And so I'm like, I want to tell this to Bobby, but he's never going to pick up my call. I should just go on TigerBelly and tell him. And so here I am now, and you're getting, and so we start the show and he goes, oh, without DVD, I say there's no TigerBelly. There's no fucking us without you. There's no us without you.
That's true. That's true.
I'm Bruce Lee. There's nothing. There's a void. There's nothing. There's nothing.
How about this? You know
and
what?
then there's Bobby Lee on Mad TV, and you're like, oh, there's hope.
Yeah.
There's a light at the end of the tunnel. What you meant to me, a young me, what you meant to a young Steve.
Yeah. You know what's great?
I want you to hear that.
100%. 100% I hear that. And I remember an episode of TigerBelly where you tell the story about you guys were at a Korean barbecue and you were talking about how like you self-anointed yourself as a Korean something.
At Parks Barbecue.
Yeah, at Parks, and then you fucking ate it. And that's because it's the shittiest raw deal to have to anoint yourself in your own mind to the worth that you inhabit. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of the function that I'm trying to serve here with Dave is like, let me just give it to you. Like, you got it. Like, you did it.
And you did it for us.
You fucking did it.
You did it for us.
I don't get asked to do the
Yeah.
PSAs.
We don't want you. I get together with Steve, Ali Wong, Dave Chang, and we go, we don't want this guy here.
Yeah, but can I just tell you something?
Kidding.
I care about it.
Yeah.
And I think I have a
course you do.
voice, and I want to say, hey man, stop the Asian violence.
Say it now.
But you know what though? What I'm saying is your existence is more powerful than you realize to like in that.
You just doing this fucking show is more Stop Asian Hate than anything.
Yes.
Like you just being here and being your thriving, funny fucking self is like you don't. What were you gonna say? Don't hurt me. Don't hit me.
Yeah.
You like it when people hit you. You're really offended.
But your existence is the protest, and your existence has been the protest since the beginning of your career, and that's kind of the validation that we're trying to put out there for you. Again, not that you need it, but just for the knowledge. Just
we're
like
sitting here, it's like Bruce Lee. That's not me. There's this Asian waiter guy. That's not me. And then there's this guy. This guy with he comes out, and I go, okay, that guy.
I got really I got emotional, and the third day I was on Mad TV, a producer called me into his office, and he said, "Sit down." And I sat down, and he goes, "When you auditioned, I didn't want you on the show. I don't think that you're talented. I don't think that you're right for the show." He's a producer on the show, and I go, "Really?" And he goes, "Yeah, it's just like the owner of the show really likes you, and a couple of other guys, but like I just." So basically he was saying like me and my writing staff, that the people that I'm probably going to write you things, he said, don't take it personally. We just, and I remember turning around, walking out of that room in the verge of tears, right? Going, oh, this is, even when I get something, there's another hurdle, and there's another wall I have to climb.
Yeah.
And that one was one that was like so high up, right? Because I had to change his mind. And when you don't have the opportunity on the show, right, you don't get a lot of screen time and parts written, how are you going to hit the ball, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, it was It was tough, and I stayed on there. I just showed up. I showed up, and it was hard, I think.
You didn't just show up though. You took
You
several
thrived.
years of fucking beatings, and yet you thrived. Like they put weights on you and you still thrived. And you're out here now thriving independent of that.
Yeah.
And I wonder, like, you could take the weights off too.
What a concept.
Wow. Wow.
And that's not an intervention point. That's for me, like, as someone that launched off of your trailblazing and your shoulders, I can say there's a point at which I was like, oh, cool, I could take this off. I kept this on, and it became a thing I justified, and now I could take this shit off. And then you're just like, fuck, I'm good. Like, I can do it.
Okay, I just I don't know what this is, but
What do you mean? This guy comes to my house.
no, I know what it
talking
is.
about
I know,
how
no,
much we
I'm just
love
saying
you.
I know what it is. It's just I wasn't expecting this, and I appreciate what you guys just did, and this is the first time in my life where I agree with you, in the sense that, like, yeah, it was hard, and I did do it, and they didn't want a Korean guy on the show. They were like, we need a white guy, because they, and then they tested me in Taron Killam, and they're like, we want the white guy, but we'll bring the Asian guy just as an experiment, right? And my point is that everything was kind of difficult, and I always knew, like, when I'll be honest with you, when I'm at a comedy club and I'm stacked up against all these white and black guys and this and that, I know that I can carry my weight, and I know that I will be as funny or funnier than all of them, right? I believe that.
You are.
I know, I believe that. I've seen it. I've done it. You know what I mean?
I've seen it.
So all those, it's hard to say, because it's like, how do you toot your own horn?
Yeah, you can't.
How do you, it's just a difficult thing to do, And I hear you guys, and I really, really, that means a lot to me, and I really appreciate it. I think that this was a
We appreciate your hard work.
yeah, it's really good.
We see you.
Yeah.
We
Are
saw
you getting
you.
emotional?
I am, because I think that, I don't know, just like, we've been together a decade. And when I met him, he was so broken, and he was so down on himself, and he was just so, like, lost. And he was still, like, looking at these gatekeepers of Hollywood, thinking, like, hand me something. Have I not done enough? And I've just always been, like, on the sidelines, like, desperately trying to tell him, like, he's worthy. But I'm a nobody. I was just a nurse, and I'm just somebody that loves him. So to hear it from you guys, like, established people, like, it means a lot to me, because I feel like that reverberates more in him, in his body, than it would coming from, somebody like me who just loves him for whatever chaos comes, whatever form or shape that he comes in, right? And so that means a lot to me, hearing that.
Your words and your acceptance of the fullness of Bobby as he is the most powerful thing that he can have. Like, straight up. My wife is like, she takes me, she sees me when I'm taking shits. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
And she's still here.
Yeah.
So, like, fuck everyone else.
I've seen it. It's powerful shit. It's really.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
But I all that to say, like,
I believe
I'm
it.
I'm not here to tell you anything. Like, you already know. I'm just here to tell. That's why I think this public forum is cool, because it's like, cool. Every motherfucker that didn't realize that Bobby Lee, like, set shit up for people and us and took. Man, I know how hard it was, and still how hard it is for me to navigate this industry. And you did it when nobody was there. Nobody.
And we do the whatever, it turned into a bit. We're doing the bow joking thing. That's not a joke. That's not a joke.
Yeah, I know it's not. Now I know it's not.
I pay respect.
Listen,
to you.
I don't want to cry anymore,
Why not?
because it felt good. It felt good. It was a release. I felt good about it, and I released.
People need to pay respect to you.
I know, and we did that. We did that, and I honestly, from the bottom of my fucking heart, thank you too for doing that. I never dreamt that people like you guys, guys I really respect, I really do. Like in terms of I go, these are guys are younger, and I can't even believe that, sometimes, I can't believe that certain people like me, whatever. It feels good, And so it's like, I want to say thank you for doing that. It's, so much respect there, and I believe you, and I'm never going to forget it. I'm never going to forget it.
Oh, shout out to Tia Carrera. That was another one I really.
Oh,
Yeah,
Tia
yeah, I
Carrera.
love her.
Yo,
Love her.
you're not the only one. You're not the only one. But you know what?
Yeah.
The distinction that I make that you did was you didn't try to fit within the prism of what Asian America was supposed to be at that time. And you frequently, continuously broke it. Even when the community itself didn't want you to break it like that.
But that's a lot of
And
work.
that's fucking balls.
And it's a lot of work.
So much work.
That's why when he says you could put the weights down now,
Yeah,
it's like when Kalila shares, and like just hearing her makes me emotional like that, because it's like that's your woman, man. She loves you, and it's like does it make more sense now? Because we've been battling before the Postmates guy got here, and
I really thought there was.
no, it's like I love you so much that when I feel the way that Kalila must feel all the time, it does make me angry, because I'm like, I wish you could see yourself the way I see you, and like this fucking guy shows up to my house and we're just doing a Bobby Lee fest. I'm like, let's tell him.
Yeah.
Let's just tell him. Like, why are we saying it to each other?
Yeah.
He should hear this shit. And
it really means a lot, man.
well, you mean a lot. You changed me. You always do that. You're like, you changed my life, Dave. I was in this fucked up place and I can't. You always say that, but you changed me.
And you know what?
That fucking analogy, the Lord of the Ring things, I'm gonna watch it tonight. You know, when the hobbits bow to the king and then the king bows back to the hobbits.
Oh, word.
Did you?
I remember that scene.
Did you see? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I cried
it
during
clicks.
I cried.
so I bowed to the Hobbit.
cried during that scene
So I bowed back to the Hobbit.
because you
I
follow.
came on here and he's like, "You're the king. You're the podcast.
'Cause-
You're Gandalf." And I was like, "I bow to you."
The reason why that works is because we followed them from the first movie.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just the movies were so long, and you know what I mean, and just painstakingly difficult. Their voyage, and just I needed
And
that.
that's you. We follow you from Mad TV.
I'm
all
not
the
a
shitty
hobbit, but I know.
sitcoms,
Yeah, I get it.
you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
all the things.
But you're right,
you've
you're right,
done,
you're-
all the Harold and Kumar shit.
Oh,
the
you're right. You're
Dictator,
right. You're right.
Starting the podcast. It's a long journey.
Yeah, and here's
And then it feels weird as someone who's watched all the Lord of the Bobby Lee rings.
Yeah.
We've watched your Hobbit journey.
Yeah.
And then you get to the end and like we're bowing to you and you're like,
that was a scene. Yeah.
and yeah, you're the fucking king. And then you're like, oh,
Which one am I? Which one am I?
You're
Sam Weisman.
Sam Weisman. And then,
I knew you were gonna say
and
that.
then you get to the end and you're like,
Yeah, yeah.
oh, I hope they still like this my Hollywood pitch script.
yeah.
And you're like, wait, you saved the planet.
yeah.
You saved everything.
I think you would be Mary. I think Steven would be Frodo. Right. I would be Samwise.
No, we ain't hobbits, bro. Like you're the hobbit.
Fuck, that hurts. That hurts.
I'm sorry.
Turn that off. Turn that off.
yeah.
It hurts, it hurts.
I didn't even mean that. I
Yeah,
felt
yeah,
so
yeah.
shitty
That was
after I
really
said
mean.
that.
But,
Sorry. I
that was
apologize.
super mean.
I think it's not Hobbit and the whatever thing that they bring. I think it's you've always been a man of the people, and I appreciate that.
I'm like pissed that.
All right, guys.
Steven Yeun.
you know what? You know what I'm saying, and I'm not.
I've been saying
that
the
to
same
gas
shit.
you
He's
up.
been fucking saying this whole time, and you hear it from him, but not me. I've been trying.
Are you raising your
Okay,
voice
I'm
again,
sorry.
man? Because what
I'm
that does is I have a defense.
I want to end. If the
have a
longer it goes,
defense-
I start thinking. I'm like, wait. Why does he hear it from him, but not from me? You don't get mad at Steve Yeun, but why do you get mad at me? He said the same shit I'm saying. Like, and
because he doesn't raise his voice. He has a way of doing it where like it's more of a professor. The way he's sitting is like a professor.
Yeah.
You're very like aggro sometimes, dude. You're like a volcano. It's erupting. I'm gonna run. You know. when you see a volcano erupting, you don't get to see what's going on. You run away.
Beautiful volcanoes.
I've never seen one live.
I mean,
but-
neither, but
Yeah,
I
yeah.
imagine is.
Yeah, but I've seen. Yeah,
Yeah.
very good points there, Steve.
Should we end with a bow?
I don't want to bow anymore because we did 7. And
Are you sure you're okay with 7?
Yeah, I'm totally
You did
fine with
8. You're
because-
one away from the 3.
I don't want to. Yeah,
6,
but I want to. because the other day,
Yeah.
right? It took me a half an hour to get to bed because I was touching everything in the house 3 times.
Yeah.
And every time I would hit my foot, I would do it 3 times, and it took me like 30 minutes to get to bed. And I touched everything, and I was like, I really went. What are you doing?
You're fine.
This is insane.
You're thriving.
Right? So I'm not gonna do the 3
Okay,
anymore.
got
It's
it.
like I'm trying to break it.
You release yourself from that.
Even like cracks on the street. Like I was in Hungary, and I was like,
All right, so play it out. What would happen? What's gonna happen?
because
your
in my
mind?
head, I think I'm gonna die. Like if I don't do, like if I'm walking down the street and I see the same crack, I gotta hit the crack 3 times, and I feel like if I don't do it, I'm gonna
you
die.
see the death, or you feel like I'm gonna.
No, but in my head, I was like, I'd rather die than do that, because that's fucking crazy. Like at the movie theater, you know what I do, right?
Yeah.
Like if I turn around in a movie theater to Steve, I have to turn around 2 more times. So if you're in back of me at a theater, this is what you see.
You know what though?
It's
I
crazy.
have those tics too. I don't have it like that.
Yeah.
But I have this weird like breathing tic that God bless Joe. I can know she can hear it, and she just goes like, that's just.
What do you mean breathing tick? You have
Sometimes like if it's like late and I'm like stressed out, I
Yeah.
just like. I like have a tick, and like she just.
wow.
She doesn't, you know. Of course she wouldn't, but at the same time, it's just like, I'm conscious of it. I'm like, oh, she's still here.
Can I give you a compliment?
Awesome. Yeah.
May I give you one? Because you gave me 1,000 of them. Okay.
Thank you.
So it's gonna sound gross of me, but like when I'm like watching something and I see someone Asian, right? I'm very hard on them. I don't know why that is, but it's like I'll see someone and usually I'll just go ugh, right? But so then my brother and we heard about the show The Walking Dead, and I was doing a show at the Punchline in Sacramento years ago when the show came out, and I had it on DVD, right? I bought it on DVD. And I remember playing the first episode, and my brother was there, my cousin Eddie was there. As soon as you came on the screen, it was the first time in my life where I didn't have a reaction. Of like, where I went, ugh. I immediately liked you.
Thank you, man.
I immediately went, no, but what? He's a good actor.
He
What?
he transcends.
He's cute, but he's also likable.
Yeah.
Right? And he didn't threaten me in any kind of way. I go, because what it's
You
like,
guys never went out for the same role?
no, and I think one time we did an audition, and I looked at you and I said, "What are you doing here, man?"
Yeah.
I go, "This is 5 lines in a movie. Like,
Yeah.
what are you reading for this for? You're way beyond this."
But dude, you know what I mean? That's still the state of,
Not you, not now.
perhaps not now,
Yeah.
but through its own prism. you
Right.
know? Like, and it doesn't mean I'm scared of it now. Now I guess the difference now about when I say like take my weights off, I mean more like now I accept the terms of how much more work I have to do, but I will do it.
Wow.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
what are we gonna just like try to game brain it and like figure out how to like skirt it? They're never gonna do that for you.
Yeah.
So you have to get in there and be like, fine, you're gonna do 10 more push-ups. Watch me.
Yeah, but there's also things I'm not willing to do. Like right before because I went to Hungary, but right before that, I got another movie offer where it was a big star, and the part was, and they were offering it to me, the director Zoomed, and it was some Korean guy with an accent. And I just was on Zoom with the director, and I go, why does it need an accent? You guys, I just want one. You know, I want one in.
Yeah.
And I go, yeah, but you want me in the movie, right? And I don't feel comfortable with it.
Yeah.
You know, I think that he doesn't need it. And he goes, I want one. And I go, okay. And I turned it down.
Mm-hmm.
And it was like it was a big movie.
Hell yeah.
And it was and I even questioned him. I was like, what the fuck are you doing?
No.
Yeah, because like 10 years ago, I would have sucked his dick.
Right.
I would
I was gonna say hell yeah, but I was
I'll do it. I'll add stuff. I'll wear the rice patty hat, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I'll put nunchucks around my fucking
Yeah.
thing, and I'll suck your fucking dick for the part.
Right.
And now it's like, no, thanks. I'm not doing that.
Well, I'm proud of you for. And,
That's awesome.
Well, and that's also and I talked to Steve about this stuff. It's like when I hear about you going out for parts or roles, and it's like, unless the role is like written by an Asian person, they're never gonna get it right. And even then, they're gonna get it wrong.
Yeah.
And so it's like, if I listen to how much comedy you've put out, and every episode of TigerBelly and every episode of Bad Friends, it's like, if you just mine through that, that's where my anger comes from. It's like, man, this guy's waiting for the perfect part when he could just write it himself, film it himself, and it's like,
That's not even it. That's not even it.
you're like,
It's
oh,
3 simple words.
Hmm.
This is it. Right now, what I'm doing right here with you two right now in this moment, this is all of it. This is all I need. Right? This is incredible. It's like I have, 2 artists that I respect that happen to be also Korean, which there is a deeper, I'm sorry, but there's a deeper connection when it comes to that shit, especially how difficult art and acting is and all that stuff, right? It's difficult. You also have a comedy background. It's like, there is
I
something.
open for you. I have comedy background.
And you don't know what the light is.
Yeah.
Like when we light you, get the fuck off stage.
All right.
All right? It's not your show.
I understand that.
Right.
Thank you, Master.
Okay. But there, there is like, when I was in Hungary, there was a girl actress named Greta Lee, and I didn't know her.
Yeah.
She asked my other friend Janina, I just want to meet him. So we had breakfast, and as soon as I met Greta, it was like, it's a deeper.
Yeah. Greta's Greta's dope. Greta's
She's a great actress.
Yeah.
But there's a deeper connection. I it's weird to say that, right? But I'm sorry. If you're in
I
the
just want Koreans to be proud of me. That's all I want.
I know, right?
And they're not. And they're in the same way. Like,
Well,
like,
no-
look, you're
no,
never
wait.
gonna get the level, like whatever, how insane TigerBelly fans are or whatever. They're never gonna get to like the BT, like the way they get behind Koreans, right?
Right.
Like you're not gonna be BTS. You're not gonna have that kind of shit. And so everything I've done, when I show up, I go, oh, where's the Koreans at? Because I want that. I want a little, like, I want validation from everyone, but I'm like, it'd feel a little bit nice to get from, and it's like, okay, I'm not going to get it from Koreans from there, but how about from here? Oh, not so much either. But
You don't get love from Korean peoples?
I always get it, and I guess this will be my coming out. I always get it, and I could get emotional just talking about this. Always from Filipinos. Always.
Yes.
Always.
You know why,
they
Dave?
show up in vans.
Can I tell you why?
They told
Because
I
there's,
want
there's 0 of us anywhere, and I will be like, this is what's driving me crazy. It's
Right.
like, even in this apparent Asian wave, there is none of us. I don't see a fucking sliver of myself.
I look
up
back
there.
at my life. I go, the Filipinos showed up.
That's why we rally for you guys.
Always.
Can I say something?
And I so me saying this shit, I don't even identify. I don't maybe shun, because I still kind of want it. I don't shun Korea, but I identify more as Filipino than Korean.
Thank you, Dave.
Can I say something?
I
I want to say something about
I feel more connected to the Filipino race than Korean.
I have been.
The Filipinos show up always for me.
Because-
Always.
Let me tell you-
They
Let me
defend
just say
me. They
something.
show up. They buy my shit. They date me. Like they fuck. Like all my entire TV show is made by Filipinos.
But we got your back all day, Dave.
And to feed my own ego, I was like, but why? I asked them. My first show is like 50% Filipino, and I'm like, oh, there's one Korean there, and the other one's my dad. Like, and they drove from far, and I said, why? I want to hear the ego boost right here.
But I also have to tell you, when you said that earlier about Koreans and wanting their,
Yeah.
I told you the story when I was at the Comedy Store once. I did a set, a Korean actor. I'm not going to name who he is.
Just say it.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Because I want to start a war with him. And he pulls
All right.
me aside and he goes, I have to tell you, you're a disgrace. You know what I mean?
Fuck
to our
that.
people.
dude.
I'm just
Start
saying-
the war.
No,
All
no,
right.
my
You know
boss-
what? Tuck it
okay,
back.
oh,
in.
yeah.
Tuck it back.
Because on stage, I'm like, I like to use the word edgelord. I'm very edgelord on stage.
Here we go.
And he just didn't like the topics, and you know what I mean. I did a bit about.
You're taking us back 10 years. You're a disgrace to the race.
Yeah, and all that kind of stuff. And I was just kind of like, no, but you know what? I took that as, because I know how he dresses.
Yeah.
I know what kind of music he listens to. You know what I mean? I know the kind of people hang out. He's just not my vibe.
Right.
You know what I mean?
So what do you care then?
I know, but it's just what I'm saying is that you're the same kind of Korean I am. I feel like, right?
Take that part out. We're the same kind of people.
Mm-hmm.
We're like I could like that vibe.
yeah,
that
yeah.
what I was trying to tell you.
Yeah.
Korean, all this shit. We could do that, but it's you meet certain people and you're like,
Oh,
this
that's a
guy
human.
gets it.
Yeah, he's outside of
Right.
the like prescribed role. Like you're operating outside of the fucking projection of what we're supposed to be like. That's huge, and that's what I'm saying. That's what you've played with, which is why probably that guy fearfully said that dumbass shit to you
Yeah.
because he was scared.
That's your Asian hate PSA right there.
Remember we were sitting at that restaurant M Café, and we saw
We
him,
saw him.
and I'm like, don't look, yeah, because
We like shoved the food in our
This-
mouth
we
and we
went-
left.
yeah, because it was
We're spineless.
You know,
We're spineless.
during the LA riots,
Yeah.
like I remember like my dad's friend, this Korean guy, and you know, like we were like outraged. Our entire community had burned down.
yeah.
And then so people like I was like, I gotta say something, and he goes, "Don't do that. That's what N-words do, right? Like that. Like we don't like. There's this feeling of like if we say the wrong thing or we get too loud, we're gonna get sent back. So you're a little bit too loud on stage, right? You're the guy. He done his due diligence to become that kind of Asian, and then here's this guy. And everyone's looking at him go, wait, you guys are related in the same... So what you do reflects back on him, and he didn't like that.
Yeah.
And to go back to I want to finish the Filipino thought.
Yeah.
I wanted to know, like, why are you guys here? And they said what you just said, because there's none of us.
There's
And
nothing.
he's like, I go, but what about the scratch pickles? And they're like, Qbert. I go, what about... They're like, look, there's nothing. I mean, not...
I mean, that's why Joe Coy is making
Right.
so much.
Yes.
They go
fucking
for us.
money.
It's a there's nothing.
Yeah.
So we look up to. We'll take what we can get. We'll take a Dave Choe or Bobby Lee or like. And I was like,
And
I'll
we're
take it.
obsessed with tiny bits of Filipino blood. Like there's an Olympian named Natalie Coughlin. She's a swimmer. She's very white passing. She's amazing.
Yeah.
But the fact that I grew up knowing that she was even a quarter Filipino made me rally for her so hard. If there's a contestant on American Idol, if there's anywhere, if it's Nicole Scherzinger or Shay Mitchell
Yeah.
or anybody with just a little
Love
bit,
all of them.
we memorize those names
Yeah.
and we adore them and we adore Koreans. We just adore anyone that might sound a little bit like us or feel a little bit
Filipino.
like
Babe, Marcelito Pomoy.
I know Marcelito Pomoy.
So there's this guy. This pissed me off. There's this guy named Marcelito Pomoy. Look him up. He was in America's Got Talent, but like the champion,
yeah.
right? This dude can sing like a beautiful lady and a man at the same time, right?
God.
And the second show he did, Simon Cowell goes, "Yeah, seen it, done it. Like you need to impress me more." And I'm like, "Bitch." He just did something that none of these motherfuckers could ever fucking do.
Right.
How dare you even say that shit, right? Anyway, I have to defend Marcelita Pomoy. Please do, TigerBelly.
But Dave, I
I mean, the running theme in everything I'm saying today is basically it's like, just make it yourself.
yeah.
I've learned so much today.
I'm
Stop
starting to
stop
realize
asking for
that.
permission. Stop going to the gate. Like, just, hey, please, master, sir, can you let me in the door? Just make your own door.
I'm not doing a 3-hour podcast.
Don't do it.
We're almost there.
I've been trying to end this. For
I'm not
3 hours.
Yeah, I do an
Fucking-
hour.
Hey,
and I know
why
what
don't
you're trying to do.
Why don't you yell at this guy?
Because he hasn't done anything to piss me off, and I'm
I was trying to
afraid
end
of-
it, and he came.
I'm
in,
not
and now it's-
afraid of him. I will yell at him if he pisses me off.
He's stretching this shit out to 3 hours.
He's not. He's not. It was a surprise. That's all. I'm like, that's a pretty good looking Postmates. And then I go, what the fuck is he doing in my house? And I go, oh, it's Steven Yeun. It was just a surprise, but
I have to say this though. You guys keep pronouncing my last name wrong. You
Yes.
motherfuckers.
Yes.
Have we? Have you too?
It's
Brian.
yeah. It's Yun.
It's Yeun.
Yeah.
You fucking fake Korean.
I'm Filipino. I'm Filipino.
I'm Filipino. I'm
Filipino.
Filipino.
Steve
As
Yeun.
well.
I'm Filipino.
All right.
I get a pass.
It's okay.
no, I need to defend myself. I'm sorry. I need to defend myself, right?
Okay.
When people are saying it though, like, you know, when you see show and people say your names, or you see white people say your name, you just kind of go like, oh, that's how you say it, like Johanna Young Chaychek.
Yeah, you do.
Right?
Yeah.
I say it that way because that's the way Joe Rogan says it, right? But it's probably not the right pronunciation.
Stop going off of white people. Like
That's
you
what I'm
answered your own question.
I know.
Hey, if you 'cause
Yun.
I feel the same thing.
Yun.
Yun.
When you see Asian people pop up in like mainstream media and you feel that like that thing.
Yeah.
So then what do you feel when you see Star Wars? There's
You
only
mean
there's only 3 Asians, right?
Yeah.
The 2 kung fu masters in Rogue, and then Rose in the last one.
Yeah.
So can you enjoy the movie, or do you feel threatened at all, or any of that stuff?
What do you mean?
You just said like when I saw Walking Dead, and I normally
No,
get
I felt, with Rose,
yeah.
I felt sympathy. Not because I thought she's great. First of all, I thought she was amazing in the movie,
Amazing.
right?
Yeah.
And she was another person that when I saw her, I'm like, oh, that's great. She's so cute, and she's also great in the movie. You can tell she's a great actress. And I just felt sympathy afterwards when the movie came out and stuff. You know what I mean? And I would defend her to the end of time. And I just she got ripped apart for that movie.
There's a lot of Asian Americans, and I'm only speaking about Asian Americans because, it's TigerBelly, but where they're put in situations that are extremely difficult to break through the prism of what the expectation of what they're supposed to be like.
Yeah.
Kelly got just shoved into the deep end. Like when I think about it, like looking from afar, I'm like, wow, she just got shoved into the Bible,
Yeah.
and then was like,
That's why I
Be
couldn't.
free,
That's
and,
why I
like-
couldn't enjoy the Bible. I was like a Klan member leaving that movie. I walked out and I was like, they need to keep Star Wars white. Like no.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, I can't enjoy it because I'm watching Star Wars, which I love, and I want to enjoy the movie. And then all of a sudden, I see an Asian. I'm like, oh fuck! Here's all this weight now of what this person of color is supposed to, and if they get it wrong, then it's like just. Can I just enjoy it the way I enjoyed it when I was a kid and just leave it?
No,
you know?
you're seeing it wrong. The second movie, right, wasn't directed by J.J. Abrams, right? The second movie was terrible, right? It was the way it was executed. The whole movie. You can't tell me that movie was good.
I actually didn't watch them.
Yeah, there's a scene.
I watched the first one that Kelly was in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What
Was that number 2?
that was number 2.
No, she was in the.
No, she was in the first one.
That's the first. Yeah.
Yeah, I just watched the first.
Yeah. Well, maybe my point. Cut that out. I think my point's wrong then.
I'm sorry. I just mean like outside the boundaries
Yeah.
of that literal film itself.
Yeah.
But just the meta of the reality of like that pressure by the community, the expectations of like the American majority gaze on like what a person like that is supposed to be, the gatekeepers, like just everyone wanting to project onto Kelly an expectation is fucking painful, and people don't realize what that feels like.
That's why you just got to make your own Star Wars.
I know, but what I'm
We
sa-
almost did, didn't we, Dave?
But what I'm saying,
that-
what I'm
Long Dynasty.
The Long Dynasty.
So I'm gonna end it now. I'm not doing it on helpful advice.
What the fuck?
No, I'm not
man?
doing it. I'm not doing it because
I've
I know what you're
listened
trying
to
to. I know what
I'm
you're
not-
trying to do, and you're not gonna do it.
Can I say something, Gilbert?
Gilbert,
I am
turn it off.
I'm a fan of TigerBelly.
Yeah.
Why don't you leave? I want to do unhelpful advice.
Yeah,
Hey, how many?
No, don't
Bobby.
fucking go anywhere.
Bobby.
Just sit through
How
it,
many-
Dave. Come on, power through. Power through.
It's TigerBelly.
I wanted to end this thing.
Yeah, I'm ending it. I'm done.
We're doing unhelpful advice, and then we'll be done.
Okay, but I'm gonna let you know that I'm gonna do a 10-minute unhelpful advice, and I'm done.
Do a 10-minute unhelpful. What the? What?
Okay.
This is like, why are you yelling at me?
I'm not yelling at you. I'm just telling you
Ask
what the
me
deal is.
How many times to be on your show? I'm here. Let's do the show.
We've been doing it since 3:30, bro.
Then yell at this guy.
I'm not. He didn't do anything wrong. You didn't do
Showed
anything
up-
wrong.
He showed up and it stretched out another hour. Yell at him.
I'm sorry, guys.
No. This is great, but I'm
Rude.
saying
His name is Steve Rude. That's how you.
So what is it?
Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Okay.
Unhelpful advice with Bobby.
Is it?
unhelpful
It's the 300th episode.
Dude.
This is fucking blessed.
Yeah, this is it. This is why.
This is the 300 right there.
Hell yes. What
Right.
timing? I didn't even. Oh fuck.
How long do you
It's
think
perfect.
it would take to bow 300 times, Steve? Probably like a
Dude.
12 hours or something.
Do you know how many hours that is talking?
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
You gotta shut the fuck up.
I know. I see the same things over and over and over again. I gotta get the fuck out of here, man. Yeah, it's go do it.
Okay, you guys are talking. I don't want to interrupt.
Yeah. Do the
Unhelpful advice with Bobby, Kalila, Steven Yeun, and David Choe.
Wow.
Yawn, dude, yawn.
Yawn.
Dude, what
Yawn.
the fuck?
Yeah,
God, I
Just fucking
It's not a bit. It's not a bit. It's someone's
do it
name.
again and do it again.
Where are you guys on this?
Yeah, let's hear your views.
I think I'm definitely sad. I think I've talked to both of you different times throughout this whole process. So I think I've already been processing it where not even worried about the podcast if it were to ever end, which I know it wouldn't. You guys have talked about
You're
that.
fired.
Okay. Dorothy, go ahead. No, it just brings me, I think I already grieved you guys together as a couple. But I've also seen, I see a lot that people don't see. And I think you guys were unhappy for a while. And it really, I don't know. I just saw the pain from both of you at times. And I was like, fuck, I want you guys to be together forever. Like the audience does, mama and papa forever. But it's like, mama and papa aren't doing well when they're together right now. So I think you guys made the very important decision to do this. And it saddens me that you guys aren't together, but knowing that you guys are on this way to just being way happier individually is, I guess I look forward to that. But sadness.
But you know what's changed though? I mean, we sleep on the same bed together.
He doesn't want to let me go, you guys.
Yeah.
You think free Bobby? Free me.
Yeah. She's
He
not
has
leaving.
me
She's not leaving.
hostage.
Merch.
I've literally been like,
He's not
I'm
leaving.
looking for another place to live, and he's like,
No.
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 He's not allowing me out.
No, because it's just what's changed.
Nothing.
Yeah. You're stuck forever.
He's been.
I'm
okay.
kidding. I'm kidding.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But I think that because we've been operating in this way for a really long time, like we didn't grow apart, not even in the slightest. If anything, we just grew closer, but grew closer as like family, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, my mom and him are like best friends. You think we're best friends? No, he's best friends with my mom.
Here's the thing that I won't. Here's another thing, is her family is essentially my family. I love every single one of them. Like my own flesh and blood, and they're always going to be a part of my life. I love them that much. So. But it's interesting that you haven't expressed anything, George. I really need you to be emotional and clear, because I think Gilbert did it. You know what I mean? But I heard nothing from you. So go ahead. Here's your
Because I
moment.
never want to interrupt you.
So gross. Go ahead. Inocente, bud.
No, I just like to see you guys and want to see you guys happy. And it's always, I don't know, I'm sure there's a lot of pain going on in the background. But when I come in here, lately I haven't seen the cloud as much.
Yeah.
So I don't know. It's whatever. Yeah, I obviously care a lot about both of you. And yeah, I see what other people don't see. I see what we cut out of here, and whatever makes you guys happy. I don't know. I just care about you guys so much, and right now, yeah, we've made a great show, and I think you guys we'll hang out. Bobby doesn't hang out after the shows sometimes, and nowadays lately you've been hanging out afterwards.
Yeah.
And there's
it's different.
Yeah, I want to, it's interesting. I think it's odd. I don't know why, but I just have more of an interest in your lives, both of you. I don't know why that is, but I just do.
We really have straight up changed, Bobby.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you text people back, like not the same day, but like the same minute you received it
Well,
back.
Dominic Monaghan, I've been kind of not texting him back.
Would you like to admit why?
No, I have no reason why. I was so busy that like
reason
I have no reason why, and I feel bad about it. I love the guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm a fan and I'm a friend. So I should text him more back. Eric Stonestreet got mad at me for not texting him back too. So he sent me a video. I saved it of him eating a Korean lollipop, and he's like, whenever I eat a Korean lollipop, I have to record it and send it to you. I don't know why he did that.
That's
but-
not racist. Yeah,
So he did that. It's not racist. But my point is that I've been trying to, but I don't know. I just have more interest, in your life, especially when I saw your son too. That was really interesting to me. Congratulations. What a cute boy, and I'm proud of you.